Thank you. So last session, nothing happened. Okay, moving on. No.
Basically.
We had a time.
Yeah, we had a time. I mean, there was some good character moments and some bonding. Um,
Cactus possesses
But-
the guy who was spying on us.
Cactus was
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
That's probably
That
the
was
most important
consequential.
like, actual plot
Yeah,
thing that
that's-
happened.
absolutely.
Yeah. Cactus now owns the guy who's or one of the guys who's tasked with
Meat
following
suit.
you.
Meat
Is he the
suit,
one with
meat suit.
Ugh.
Is he the one with really good hair?
Yeah.
Yes, he's
Yep.
someone with really good hair.
Oh yeah. By the way, Leafy, Sliver gifts you a beautiful ponytail full of this this
Perfect.
tiefling's luscious hair. First thing in the
Luscious
morning.
hair. Oh God,
She's gonna wear it to the ball.
I
like
got
a tie.
something for you, babe.
he looks like a child on Christmas. How did you convince him?
By the way, Sliver is way too cocky.
Yeah, okay. Neat. Files that away in the brains.
Yeah, like I
Say
think
it
that
was
the most
easy.
the most important event was Cactus now owns that guy, which was also very good because it was kind of it was very similar to when Lethe and Vofi approached this guy, but Gwen had a very different approach. Gwen had a very different approach.
Just cut him.
Among other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
He's fine.
I think
I'm
Gwen
sure.
cut herself.
Yes. Gwen cut herself, knocking him unconscious, then stabbed him through the chest.
Ooh.
Graceful.
Good times. Hey, shit, whatever works.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Listen,
Gets the
he got
job done.
better. He
Got better.
He's not a newt.
I mean, he now has a huge green scar in the middle of his chest that spiderwebs to the rest of his body, but
Hey,
he got better.
Who
make him
doesn't?
look badass. Okay?
That's troublesome.
How'd you get that? I don't know, a bear maybe? I don't remember.
Weird disease. Maybe he's gonna go see a doctor about it. I don't know. But yeah, so let's start at the start on the day of. Let me type the date in the chat.
We're all getting dressed up for the ball.
Get to show off our
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
outfit.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
Yep, you've already picked up your outfits, haven't you?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I've been waiting so many months.
Been waiting to show off. Oh my god, there's so many cat books in the game chat.
Just for reference, I drew Fancy Cal halfway through January.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's like forever ago.
Yeah. It's like
That's
5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is now the 30th of Hammer, and you guys are all going to be getting ready for the ball. Good morning. You guys are in your individual rooms. Presumably. I don't know what happened yesterday. Nobody knows what happened yesterday.
we put on a
You're in character.
terrible show.
hmm
We put on a show, presumably, potentially.
Yeah.
You know what? Knowing us, the show
Yeah, El
probably
may or
never
may not have a job. He may or may not. Oh, he's probably waiting to get back on that. You guys may or may not have sabotaged the competition. We don't know.
Oh
For sure, whatever happened at the end of the show, we all got crazy shit faced, and we're all just waking up totally hungover, and that's why we don't remember exactly what happened. Weird.
Yeah, either
I must have
you could
blanked
pretend to
out.
remember what happened, or you could in character have completely forgotten. Either's good for.
Oh boy.
But yeah,
Sophie probably took a big chug of that juice Elle makes, and now she's like, oh my god, I still think I have six toes on one foot. Like that kind of like fucking gone.
yeah, she's just like sticking her tongue out and trying to see if there's glitter on it.
No clue what happened, but my head hurts.
1 foot.
Well, I guess we all need to sober up for this thing today, so I'll go get us some breakfast. Just like lots and lots of everything.
Lots. Oh, that's good. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go order massive amounts of food from the kitchen to try and sober us up.
I think Elle crawls out from under the couch.
Ah!
Elle's just there.
Yeah.
What?
No. You like go down to the kitchen to order food. Elle works there now. We don't know how that happened.
Wait,
He looks
Oh.
just as confused
I
as
think
you.
I think he's just rubbing his head like, why was I under the couch?
is the couch in the kitchen?
No, you're still. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you guys moved the couch to the kitchen. Could have been
Is
a
the couch
weird
in the
party.
kitchen?
There's any number of possibilities at this point. It could be anything.
I think though.
Incredible.
I think Kel's. Or I think if Kel's in the kitchen, and you guys are in Elle's apartment. I think he's got mostly like it's like the kitchen and the main room are kind of the same room where there's no like big wall in between because it's not a.
We're in Elle's apartment. I was thinking we were still at the inn, and I was
I
like,
don't know.
"What is Elle?"
Where would you guys
He's
like
at
to?
the house.
Where would you guys like to be? Either one makes sense, and since we're not doing.
That makes sense. Yeah, we partied. We did the thing for Elle. He took us back to his apartment. We partied, and then of course we wake up in his apartment because he's
Or
a
you
good
guys could-
host.
Or you guys could have partied at the inn. It's up to you guys, really, where you guys want to be.
I say Elle's apartment
Yep,
just
sounds
because it
good.
makes sense.
In which
Mhm.
case, I guess I
Okay.
wouldn't just go to the kitchen and raid all of his food. I'll head out and go and buy a bunch of stuff.
Okay. Yeah, easy
some
enough.
street
There's
vendors
there's
to give us
morning
some greasy
markets.
food.
Yeah. How much food are you buying?
Oh, like more than we could eat.
All right. I was trying to figure out how much to charge you. I don't know, like a couple golds worth, maybe.
Yep, sure.
Yeah. All right. Let's say like 8 gold. I guess make just way too much food.
Whew.
Also, food's a little expensive here.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll just come back with a whole bunch of just street foods and like pastries.
You got pastries. You got kebabs. You got hand pies.
Perfect.
Probably dumplings. Probably a lot of dumplings.
And I'll just start setting it up on the table and just like, if anyone else is awake, just be like, we should go get everybody for breakfast. We need to eat.
Do we though?
Well, yeah, Lethe will just go around and wake everybody up in probably a very obnoxious manner, depending on the individual.
Is there anyone that she does not wake in an obnoxious manner?
No,
So
she's just selective about how
Ah.
she does it for each person.
you mean a carefully curated obnoxious manner
Yes.
that's for the
Each
individual.
Incredible.
Classic.
Sliver's probably tied to like a, I don't know, like a stair rail.
I was gonna say, Sliver is probably just, Lethe just grabs onto the tail and, floats them through to the dining room.
No, she'll slowly pull Sliver down, and like
Yeah,
kiss
maybe Sliver's
the
just
eye
like
height and boop the nose, and then let go, and then walk away.
it's like that one balloon you have left over from your birthday party that's just like sitting in the corner of your bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like not quite floating, but if you toss it, it kind of floats.
Yeah.
Sliver's just like in a corner, just like slightly drifting, like bumping into walls and shit.
They're just like in the fetal position, just like moaning to themselves.
Strangely, like the fact that the idea of Sliver just slightly floating the tiniest bit, like a sad balloon, is kind of adorable.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
Some part of them is like dragging back and forth.
It would be the most comfortable way to sleep.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah.
it's probably better than just being on the floor, though.
Sliver's spine is probably amazing.
Sliver has not woken up like not refreshed in their entire life. They don't even understand the idea of someone waking up to like neck pain. They're like, that's not how that works.
There's no such thing. I
Like,
don't
oh, you
believe
should
in
see a
that.
doctor. That's weird.
Why would anyone want to go see a doctor? I don't understand that.
That's true. Like, if something is wrong, you just ask Lethe.
I don't know. Go see a doctor.
Lethe, there's something wrong with my eye. It's like halfway out, like kind of dangly. Lethe's like, I don't know. I think you need to see a doctor or something.
Definitely, God can't help you. Go see a doctor.
God can't help you.
Oh my god. Oh, okay.
All right,
Oh,
everyone,
cool.
take your temporary temporary breakfast hit points.
Thank you,
Thank you,
dirty
breakfast.
10 hit points.
Breakfast HP.
Good with milk.
I think yep. Just kills kills ensemble that he's prepared. Just cures your headaches and gives you temporary hit points.
Whew.
All right. Anybody got one of their tickets? What time is this thing starting today?
Oh, is that today?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have another
Alright.
dumpling.
Thank you. Oh shit. Adi,
Hmm.
can you do my makeup? Well, we gotta get ready.
Oh.
Can certainly
Oh, yeah.
try.
Thank you. Sophie goes back to sleeping with a dumpling half in her mouth.
Does her makeup.
Yeah, she's asleep.
Like a bridesmaid.
Oh yeah.
Actually, you guys probably have to go back to your inner room to get. I think you guys left your stuff there.
Yeah. Plus there's a bath.
But you guys are eating your breakfast. Elle's got a dumpling in each hand and one in his mouth, and it's like, Kel, move in with me.
At the inn to take a bath because the water's free, and that'd just be a waste of free water.
Yeah. No, you've got a point there.
Are the kids fighting outside?
Alright.
I can't hear anything. Anyway,
Sorry.
Have some breakfast, back to the inn.
breakfast back to the inn.
Yeah,
Check on your
Yeah.
tickets. Things starts in the evening, but there is a a reception that you guys could go to that starts earlier if you guys
Oh, yeah.
wanted to.
we gotta go to that.
Yeah.
Food and
But yeah, you guys return to the inn. You find yourselves. I mean, it's an easy kind of uneventful trip there, and once you get there, your rooms are just as you left them. And presumably you get ready, unless there's something else you wanted to do with the first part of your day.
Don't think so.
Yeah, I've nothing
Yeah,
particular to do.
so in California we have wild parrots. They're not native there. They're introduced species.
Weird. That's huh.
Well, so people poach parrots as pets, and then at some point, like 50 years ago, a bunch of them got out, and they've just been breeding ever since and eating the.
Oh, I
pine
guess the
nuts that grow
environment's
on palm
okay
trees.
enough for them. The environment's okay enough for them to survive.
It's like Mediterranean deserty, and there's a lot of
Oh.
palm trees.
Yeah, they're pretty active out here, especially specifically in the Pasadena area. I was asking my bosses about it because they've lived out here their whole lives, and they said apparently like an exotic, like it's highly suspect. Once in like the 1960s, apparently like a exotic birds like an exotic pet place facility was like burning to the ground, and somebody like an employee just released all the wild birds they had, and then like a bunch
Exact
of
same story my mom told
Yeah.
me when I was a kid.
yeah, and I'm just kind of like, neat. These parrots don't fuck around either. If
Yeah,
they're
no,
seeing
it's
you,
cool
you
because
can
they'll
have
be like
food.
10 miles away, and you'll hear them coming, just like screaming at the top of their little bird lungs, and they fly in like groups of 20, 30, maybe 100. I don't know.
Like,
And
There's
they just
terrifying
scream. They just scream.
dinosaurs.
They scream. They land in a palm tree. They're there for like 20 minutes, and then they leave, screaming at the top of their lungs the whole time.
Parrot
to
gangs.
fight with the crows out here all the time.
It's territory.
Oh
Goth
god.
versus preps.
Sharks versus whatever the other one was.
I don't know. Whatever. Hey, let's play.
Yeah, I was like, huh. Well, I guess
right.
today I learned. Anyway,
How did we even get to that conversation?
There
the
was noises
game
outside
chat.
of Tessa's place.
Game chat.
Yeah,
Game chat.
Vofi was witnessing a parrot and crow fight. Or not
Yeah,
Vofi, I just read. No, yeah, Vofi actually. No.
That's canon
Vofi
now.
Vofi looks out the window and
Yeah, it's just pros fighting someone else's familiar.
someone else's fancy like exotic bird familiar.
Yeah.
These,
Crows.
you know, those light spectacle wizards.
Fucking light spectacle. Fucking Sliver lets the pros back. Get in here.
Mhm.
Yeah, dang, ragamuffin.
Pros just, preening.
Like what?
What?
Just ask
And
him.
also, I was winning.
Yeah, this in the Raven Queen. I wasn't about to stand for that shit.
But yeah, anything you guys wanted to do before the event?
Not particularly.
Slivers take a crazy long bath, make themselves smell really pretty.
Okay.
They're gonna spend way too much time putting on makeup, and then they're gonna put a mask on, and then a veil right on top of that.
Of course.
I'm gonna pull all 3 animals out of my bag of friends.
Okay.
So I pull out a weasel who's called Swiper, a giant rat called Lardo, and the panther called Priscilla. Which is what I was hoping for because the panther totally fits my outfit. So
Hell yeah.
I tell
You're
Swiper
taking the
and
weasel
Lardo-
and the giant rat.
No, I'm
too?
telling Swiper and Lardo to hang out in the in room and guard it.
Okay.
Gonna destroy the place.
Yeah.
Panther is an accessory.
Yes, absolutely.
So
I was
cool.
just like, that
I
would be
hope
pretty
that means
badass.
Kel's wearing. I hope that means Kel's wearing panther print.
So black.
Well, yeah.
It's not a leopard.
I could show you what Kel's wearing.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it.
Okay.
We have to get there.
Eyes. Close
No.
your eyes.
You wanna wait
I'm
until
gonna
we're
close my eyes.
arriving at the place?
Rest of the game.
Okay. Yeah, you can wait.
I mean, that's
Up
up
to
to.
Wait,
Everyone.
should we
I
show
guess.
after we get dressed or after we arrive? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I don't know. Do you guys want to pick?
Well, I mean, we could.
I've shown mine like multiple times, so it's
Mhm.
fine.
But do you guys want to do a montage of you guys arriving, or do you guys want to get dressed and then just so you can comment on each other's outfits?
Oh,
Hmm.
montage sounds fancy though.
Yeah, let's do a big entrance.
Okay.
To the club.
Big interest in the club. You guys are probably just going to walk though, unless you're going to hire someone to drive you.
It might look better if we
We
do.
need to hire a driver. We don't want to get all sweaty in our pretty clothes.
Well, that sounds like a good idea. It doesn't
That's
doesn't
why
matter
my
when
house
we leave,
is
but
really airy.
certainly for showing up.
Okay. So, Sliver, you know how to flag down a driver.
Yeah. Sliver's gonna pull out the old leggy. No, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, Sliver will wait for a taxi, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, there's
Sorry.
little. They're kind of the taxis. You know, the taxi carriages with a horse.
Taxi carriage,
just-
of course.
I just thought of the Sliver sticking out their leg, their weird fucking cat leg, and someone's going, "The fuck is that?" Like, it keeps going.
Sliver does that thing from Emperor's New Groove where they stick out the leg and everyone's like, no! And then it's a knife. They're like,
This is the
Okay.
knife right at the top.
Okay.
Like
Oh, thank God.
stick out the weird leggy, and someone driving past just like stops, just staring in shock at it, and is like, "All right, everybody on."
It's like a 2-second delay.
Yeah.
They're like, that leg does absolutely nothing for me. Please put it away.
First person who stops isn't even a taxi. They're just surprised.
Oh, God.
So we pile into the taxi.
Yeah.
Yep. How expensive are you going?
And
How
not
fancy taxi?
The fanciest.
Something it doesn't look like. No, not the fanciest. I don't think we have the
Okay,
money
fine.
for the fanciest. Because I'm just assuming this is gonna be like pricey as shit.
Bougie
I mean, I think
You mean
enough that we don't get
velvet?
laughed at.
everywhere. There needs to be ground lights, ground effects.
It needs to have a big old speaker and needs to be.
Hydraulics, yes.
needs to- yeah, there needs to be some.
It needs to have a mini. Needs to have a stocked mini
The
fridge on the
rims-
inside.
The
Yeah, yeah,
rims on the
Stop mini
horse.
fridge. The rims
I
are
just
on
like
the
the idea
horse
that it's a
and
horse
on.
carriage, but like it's still it's still bopping up and down with hydraulics.
just chrome spinning horseshoes.
Oh, and it's like really low to the
Gross.
ground, but still really high up somehow.
It's also really long.
Like long, like unnecessarily long.
All of these effects also apply to the horse.
The horses are very long.
The horse
A
is like a
very
corgi,
long,
like a
odd-shaped
corgi horse, where it's
horse,
just really short legs close to the ground.
It's like that's like a caterpillar. Like if you make it long and you give it short legs.
Hey, it only has 2 sets of legs.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
the
we
horses
are
do
like
like
a
the inchworm walk.
Wizard City, right? I can imagine in like a weird wizard city, they would just be like, "Yeah, let's have fucking magic abominations taxi us around."
It's like we could just have worm dragons, but no, we're gonna fuck up a horse in a weird magical way.
Honestly, a horse as it is already pretty fucked up. So what's the
Yeah.
difference if you add a couple more legs?
Yeah, a bunch of
You mean the
a bunch
horses?
of magic scientists
Sorry.
are like, it's like we can't make it worse if everyone agrees. Just gesturing vaguely at a horse, like this can't get that much worse. No, I don't think it can.
I mean, it's already walking
Optimized
around on its
horse.
fingers.
Okay.
God, I hate
Nice.
Sorry, horses.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm not sorry. I meant what I said.
Sorry for ripping into you.
He's like, fight me.
I'm not sorry, but I am apologizing because I fear their wrath.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway. Alright, so I think pretty expensive carriage. The trip will take you about 15 gold.
Oh, that's not bad.
I think you guys find one that won't. You probably flag down a couple until you find one that charges per trip instead of per person, because the
Yeah.
per
Is
person
that
ones would
hers?
be exorbitant.
Sorry.
Put on my okay. Yeah, that's
Now, someone Photoshop a horse attached.
that's
But the weird fucked up horse we described with short legs. Goodness.
Can't just take a JPEG of a horse though and just pull it long, make it longer in MS Paint.
Damn it! I was about to do exactly that.
Long horse.
Never mind. Let's
His
go to
plan
the
has been
party.
spoiled.
Oh wait, I just looked at
Yeah.
long horse Photoshop.
Yeah, I was about to say that, and then don't Google that. That's a bad idea.
Really? Because I found a long horse. I also found a shark horse. Let's
Listen,
play-
don't. If you're me, don't Google long horse. It's a lot of cryptids. Don't need it. No, thank you.
Oh, I know
Nightmares
long
tonight.
horse.
Let us
Long horse is
continue.
cute.
We're gonna get into the carriage,
Go,
and then
long
we're gonna
horse.
get out of the
Yeah.
carriage.
Look at Oh no. How many
Oh, no,
saddles
no,
do you
no.
think you could put on that? Like 3?
Oh no no no!
No.
None, because that horse is going down.
Horse limo.
Okay.
That is
Long horse with 3
disconcerting.
O's.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the okay. I've seen this long horse before. That's a
Yeah.
that's a name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. To the
Oh my
party.
God.
To the party.
Okay.
To the party. I don't want to see Longhorn. I'm getting it out of my head.
We're there. We're at the party.
All
we
right,
spent
here, I
the
can- I
whole
can do-
trip talking about
I can
long
delete-
horse.
Here, I'll delete long
Yeah.
horse.
No, that one's fine. The other one that I found was
Okay.
not.
Okay.
The other one I found's nightmares.
Okay.
Just looks like a regular horse to me, really. Hmm. Oh, I like this one. I'm gonna share this one.
God.
Oh no! Oh, no.
Isn't that great? This is the first image on mine.
No, Ma!
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him
Yeah.
before.
That's
Yeah,
not a
he's good.
horse. That's
He's
like
a
a.
meme.
Yeah.
We love long horse. Very
No, we
Love
don't.
long horse.
We do not
Yes, we
like
do.
long
If you
horse.
are kind to long horse, kind horse will belong to you.
I know.
Oh my God!
Okay.
He just looks like he wants
but
some
also-
sugar cubes.
Also,
In your face.
cat or cat? Caterpillar? Pillar cat. Centicat.
Oh.
There you go. That's our long horse.
There he look at him.
Oh.
He's a champion.
So strong.
That's his
So
name,
strong.
champion.
Yes. Perfect. Little champion. Yeah. Okay.
Long champion.
Long
Yeah,
champion.
right.
All right.
I think he should have a long name, which just reminds me of the racehorse named Potatoes.
Yeah, I was about
Uh,
to say.
yeah.
So it's long
Potatoes.
champion.
Potato.
I named my horse in my other game Heavy Duty Punch.
Nice.
The short legs.
Oh, it's so much better. So much better.
He's so much cuter somehow.
He looks like those hot dogs.
Yeah, he looks like a little corgi
Yeah.
man. Oh,
He looks like he should have another set of legs in the middle.
that's a high quality
Yeah, because
scene.
you need a slipner because that
Yeah.
is a lot of back to sway.
Hot
So-
dog.
Hot
Love
dog,
it.
hot dog, hot diggity
Yes.
dog.
He just really looks like he needs another set of legs in the middle.
Someone please Photoshop some third legs on his face.
So champion and potato take us to the
Wait,
ball.
he
Yeah,
rolls up
yeah,
and the like driver is like slapping him like, yep, this little champion right here. He's got them 3 old leg power.
What
Got
does
them
the front of this
6 leg
party
power.
look like?
What does it look like?
Yeah, what does this grand thing look like? Let us know.
Your carriage pulls over in front of a large building that's pretty close to, I think, an area Sliver's familiar with. It's being held at a family's estate.
Oh,
Fortunately, you don't know this particular house,
good. They moved out.
but you do know the area. This particular building is it's called the Chauvelin Estate, and it's modeled after the palace in the capital. It's definitely a smaller version of it, but it's made primarily of white marble. There's a huge garden that you guys pull over into, with several rows of fountains and what's it called? That purple plant that grows on vines, wisteria.
Wisteria. Is it
Yeah.
the time of year for wisteria? This must be magical wisteria.
Yep. It's
Wanky.
it's a display of wealth shown in tasteful plants that are growing out of season.
Ooh, classy.
So, yeah, while not garish, one who knows what time of the year these plants should be growing in can easily recognize that this is definitely more pricey than you'd initially estimate with the amount of decoration. There's, a large set of double doors that are propped open with several guards there that lead into a lobby, where there appears to be some kind of check to make sure that people without invitations aren't getting in aren't sneaking in. No party crashers. And there's also a desk for people to check in any sorts of weapons should anyone be foolish enough to bring one. It's also a coat check.
Oh, yay.
So
Presumably you guys didn't bring any weapons, did you?
I believe so.
Oh,
No.
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 No, actually no.
Never.
Actually no, did not.
They're being guarded
Would've-
by Lardo and Swagger.
Yeah,
Just Vofi's fists.
I will say that there's probably a small pair of scissors in Lacey's pocket.
Did not even bring their dagger, which they usually
brought
take
her.
with them everywhere.
Sword. Gwen brought her sword. And
It's
her
part of
dagger.
the outfit. It pulls the
It's part
outfit
of the outfit,
together.
yeah. Look, it's part of a whole ensemble. I'm sure at some point she reluctantly gives it up to whatever
I'm
bag
gonna let
check
you in with
type
a
thing.
sword.
I can see Gwen just be like, "This pulls my outfit together, you cad, you pig, you common swine."
Or just Gwen, talking to someone who's about half her size, and Gwen's just like, but it pulls my outfit together.
It's very
Oh,
good.
I mean, they offer to let you keep the sheath.
Mm. At that point she's like, fuck it,
it's the coat of the sword. If anything, you should be taking that.
It's the whole presentation that matters. Just the sheath, that's ridiculous. just take the whole thing.
Alright.
Just like totally insulted, like idiot.
But yeah, I mean, presumably you guys check coats if you so wish. Gwen's sword. I think they give the panther, several kind of wide eyes, but don't stop you. They kind of whisper to each other, I think, as if trying to figure out what exactly
Is that a
is
weapon?
this allowed.
Yeah, I tell
Is this
Priscilla
allowed?
that she needs to like half close her eyes and like keep her nose like up in the air. Just make her look
See?
very snooty and yeah, just like walk in the front door.
Alright,
Just trying to look like,
Let's have Priscilla make a
face.
performance check.
Ooh, okay.
Priscilla is the panther's name.
That's not great.
Classic.
Well, I rolled a 3 on the die, so that's a 1.
Okay.
No.
This may
it's a
come up
panther.
later, but for now, this may come up
Wait,
later.
later.
For now, though, you are allowed in.
Excellent.
Upon entering the building, you can see that. I mean, none of you know the layout or the decor of the palace that this estate is based off of. But the fountains that were outdoors, there's a couple ones that are similar indoors, some of which that are modeled after almost waterfalls. And there's a small path actually across this ballroom. There's an indoor river with a couple bridges over it. There's a lot of chandeliers. This part may be a little much. There's crystals mimicking indoor rain. and
course.
Ooh.
there's a big table covered in snacks and appetizers, and as the auction itself hasn't started yet, it seems to be mostly people mingling with a band in the back that is playing some currently pretty soft, understated music.
Show off our outfits now.
Now is a good time to show off your outfits.
Oh yeah.
All standing in a
yeah.
row, taking in observations of this entire thing.
Who's going first?
You.
Is
Yeah.
Is it
Priscilla.
art chat?
Priscilla,
Uh,
I want to see.
You guys
Priscilla's
should maybe
beautiful.
maybe you guys should put these in the game
leather-
chat
Yeah,
I
because
actually, I
it's
honestly,
part of the game.
I didn't think about bringing Priscilla along until literally today.
Post a
So
picture of
Priscilla is
post a
not
picture
in the
of-
artwork.
Post a picture. We can just post a picture of a panther, I guess.
Yeah. But this is Kel's fancy outfit.
Oh yeah.
Very
Swanky.
fancy.
I love the gold trim.
Look at this.
You got the
Neil
boots!
Yeah.
Guardian.
You got the boots.
Sorry,
I don't-
sorry. No,
I
no,
don't
no.
have a weapon.
It was really
but I
good
do
and
have
original.
a
I'm so
fancy cane.
Yep.
So a blunt force object. Perfect.
Yeah, should the need
That's how you
arise.
sneak a weapon in.
Yeah.
You bring in a cane, they're definitely going to allow you.
Everything's a weapon if you look
So
at it right.
Fancy cane and a panther.
And a
Yeah.
Gosh,
climb.
what a power! What a
Still
power
ready
move.
for combat.
Yeah.
Always. Ooh,
Oh,
fancy.
I think that also though bringing in the cane because Kel's got white hair. They're like he
Yeah.
looks too young to have white hair, but maybe he's old. We can't take his cane away. Like,
Can't take his cane. Also,
Yeah.
I love the fact that he looks like a combination of a James Bond character and a James Bond villain now that he has a cat going by his
Yeah.
side.
simultaneously both the hero and the villain.
He's
Yeah.
actually the best boy.
I love it.
I really love the gold trim, the little wheat or whatever. It looks so pretty. What would you call that, Kristen? I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. Filigree?
Embroidery?
Embroidery. Oh,
It's
so
probably
pretty.
embroidery.
I literally, when I started drawing it, the reference, I literally typed in French Duke.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense because that's very much a French shape on the doublet, so.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. I'm the only costume nerd. Shut up.
Yeah.
I know it's helpful. I know what it's like.
It's not-
You're much better at describing what a thing
Yeah.
on an outfit is because you know
Yeah.
more about it.
Oh my god.
It's
'Cause I'm
not
like,
that anyone's
yeah.
like judging. It's just like we couldn't
Yeah.
say no.
Yeah, because you can be like, I like the shape of the doublet, which is cool. And my feedback is like, I like the swirly thingies.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I really like the side
The
piece
ruffs.
thing. Oh.
Is he wearing pumpkin hose? That's so cute.
Yes, it's so like I like how it's like it's fancy, but it still feels like it's so cool.
I love it.
Love it.
I gave up on making a
Uh,
fantasy outfit.
Good job, Sean. I love it. Oh,
Perfect.
it's
Nice.
a
Oh,
black
she's so cute.
panther.
A big cat.
Oh, and the eyes match. Oh, actually, the whole thing matches now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all
Oh, Priscilla, you really pull the outfit together.
Yeah.
I'd like to say that before they got there, Sliver absolutely greeted Priscilla and petted Priscilla if Priscilla allowed it.
Oh yeah. Priscilla's been told to be on best snuggly behavior.
So gives Priscilla a piece of bacon that they save for breakfast.
Did Sliver sneak bacon in the pockets of their fancy outfit?
No,
Okay.
this is when we were back at the inn before we
Okay,
left. This is
okay.
me, Brett, getting it.
Yeah.
All right.
Those big ol' eyes.
Yeah. Should just
Would
be,
anyone
like-
else like to share an outfit?
Should
Ah.
absolutely just be like headbutt Sliver in like, you know, affection, and it's a massive panther, so that's pretty
Aw,
I mean,
so
they
like
also
almost
both
knock
knocked
you over.
Listen, they're paw buddies.
Oh,
Yeah. Poor pals.
paw pals. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. I'm sorry.
Right.
Oh, don't
She's so pretty.
Would anyone else like to share an outfit?
Yes.
My outfit's just the same one from the that was in the art archive. Oh my god. Words, what are they?
Fancy it is, but it's still very sporty. Like she's
Mm-hmm.
totally ready to kick ass. She's got her weapons out,
Yeah.
and you also have some like metal rings on your fingers, so you'll probably do more damage in this outfit than anything.
Guns out.
I like
and
how
and my hair thing can be used as a very sharp
I was-
stabbing tool.
I was about to say it also appears like you have a piercing damage weapon in your hair. I like how you have a little pedicure too on your toes.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
I don't wear shoes, and I kind of wanted to. If I had to go fancy, I kind of wanted to emulate Imitar. So, weird halo.
In my
hat
head,
on.
from now on, Imitar always has a pedicure.
Yeah,
Always.
always has gold.
He's always covered in scars and blood and knives or something.
like,
Mean
But
feet.
Damn.
his toes,
His
damn,
yeah.
they nice.
Imitar's like, show me your toes.
No.
Avatar is like,
Yeah.
look, sometimes you just gotta treat yourself, okay?
Yeah.
You
I'm
may be
so sick
tougher,
of
but he-
being yeah. I'm sick of being the martyr for everyone else. I had a spa day, all right, y'all. Like,
Every now and then, you just gotta have a spa
like-
day, okay?
Remember, as important as taking care of everyone else is, you two are a part of everybody and need to take care of yourself. Get a pedicure.
Bitch, get a pedicure. That's his like motto on the Bible. It's like, bitch, get yourself a pedicure.
Yeah.
God, I love it.
Oh, I didn't draw anything because I've been working, so I haven't had much time. So
Disappointing.
sorry. NPCs are only going to get descriptions.
Oh yeah, did Elle show up with us?
I think unless you went to go pick him up, he probably
Yeah,
shows
we
up
went.
separately.
We definitely no. We went to pick him up because we're
Good
friends? Question mark.
Drinking buddies.
Acquaintances.
Drinking
Friends?
buddies. We're good friends.
Co-workers.
Co-workers, yeah.
Does he want to
Business
come with
owners.
us? Is the question.
I mean, yeah, I
Aw.
think he'll gladly come with you, especially if if you show up to his place with a cart.
If we show up with a horse that long, you can't say no.
Yep.
It's
He
bad
probably-
manners.
Yeah. I mean, it's also a little strange. I think he's decided to actually go green. So for once, he's not covered from head to toe in some kind of fabric.
Wow.
So proud of him.
Yeah, he's got,
Grins, cover that shit up.
Like, what?
No, she doesn't say that.
hilarious,
Gwen is
hilarious
like
coming from you.
Gwen is like
No.
also kind of green.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Oh yeah, no. Gwen
No, they
is-
gotta stand next to each other. They'll match.
We're just like, oh, one of us is gonna have to go change.
Oh hell no! I'm not
Right,
trying to
one
look
of
like
us is
your
gonna
brow.
have to change, and Elle's like,
Elle-
skin
Elle's like,
tone?
fine, yeah. Let me just go put on some. Let me just put on some drow face.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh no!
What else?
Yeah,
What-
let's not
He can't.
Elle
Like,
race.
he can't paint it. Like, what the fuck is he gonna do? Also, he is. Yeah. Like, no.
So,
Listen, he's better than that.
magic.
Anyway,
Is magic any worse than painting?
good question.
Right? Like if you magic yourself
If you
to
magic
look like
yourself-
you were in blackface, I feel like that's
Oh.
still.
I feel like that's still bad. I think that's equally bad.
bad.
Yeah, I feel like nothing
I
has
think, but I think
changed.
if you use I think if you're using disguise self to look like a specific person, it's not as bad because you're not being like, because you're not
Malicious.
like, because you're
Maybe.
not like using another person's skin tone as a costume. You're using another person entirely as identity theft, which is somehow better.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, sure, somehow better. Okay.
Yeah.
More costumes.
Either way, I
Marginally. Okay.
since we already. Oh,
Anyway, let's
I
not.
did.
We could discuss the fictional ethics of
we could. and I
of
think we
this.
should some other time.
Yeah, yeah.
Some other time we can talk about the ethics of being of whether what is racist in D&D. But right now we've got fancy outfits to put on, and Elle is wearing. He's got some high-waisted white pants and like fancy shirt. You know, very intricate pattern. I think it's probably just embroidered with flowers. And also because he's decided I'm going to show some skin, he's like, you know what, fuck it, let's go all out. That shit's unbuttoned. And he's also got
pulling a
like
Jareth.
he's
So
also
he
got
looks
like
like
5
the
necklaces
fanciest
on.
pirate.
Kind of like a fancy pirate. He's got like he's got a bunch of necklaces on,
good.
and all of them are some kind of red gem, garnets and rubies, to match his bright red eyes. And he's also got a mask, which appears to be some kind of it's like a white fox face.
Nice.
Oh yeah, mask.
Yeah,
Mhm.
those are optional, but he's
White
decided he's decided to go for that. He's clearly a little bit apprehensive about going out without being entirely covered.
Some covering, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like he's like on one hand he's like, you know, I'm gonna own it. On the other hand, he's a little anxious about it and therefore wearing the mask maybe a little more than necessary.
Baby.
Baby.
I love him.
Just a good boy. Okay, I mean, I guess I'll post.
Yeah, release the
Land.
images.
Yes.
Also, Leafies. I did both. I drew.
He
was
was
both
very
up.
kind. Too kind.
Are y'all showing up? Ah. Holy
Ah.
shit.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Oh, this outfit is so good.
My God. Oh my God, I love her. Oh my God, I love them. Oh.
See, like Lethe's gown is definitely Madonna Velvet. So the entire time she's in that, she's wearing it. She's just like petting a hip, going, yeah.
Nice.
I love her mask.
Yeah, holy shit. This is so good.
love it.
Such a cool mask.
Well, I wish B would have gone first because you can't out you can't out do me. I don't want to
Wait.
show mine now.
Last
No,
time?
do it.
Hey,
I can delete though. I'm sorry.
I like
what to
is that cactus on
Yes.
cat?
Oh,
You decorate cactus with flower.
I love it.
it's just so good.
Oh my God.
Holy
She's
shit.
so majestic. I really like this metal like decoration, like jewelry.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
just-
so good.
I feel like she just took anything that was left over from that box of jewelry that she had and just like, let me see how much of it I can wear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Gwen's like, what, this whole thing? Pulled it together.
This whole thing.
Stupid box I found. Fucking
It's
Gwen.
incredible.
cactus on the hat is just chef's kiss more.
Yeah. I like to think she shows up with her own drink, just like in this outfit.
Or here she grabs one of their glasses, pours out the drink like back into the punctual, and then fills the cup up with her own, with like a drink from her own flask.
I like
Exactly.
I like Vofi's cape. I like both of their capes, actually. I like the Rams mask, the Ram's horn mask.
It's so good.
That's so
Oh,
good.
we're so fancy, y'all.
Everyone looks fancy.
Twanky.
It feels so fancy.
And then I didn't have time to draw anything because art's been really hard.
Aww.
That's understandable. I didn't have time to draw anything either
100%.
because my job started up again, so I work 8.5 hours a day now.
Yeah. I finished working and I'm like, and I'm tired. I can't draw. We're done. No. I'm trying to draw, but it's hard.
You know, maybe I'll show up with one late. I might be able to scribble something, be like, in retrospect, here's how these people looked.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do we have anyone else?
Yeah. Yeah, mine.
Yay!
Oh no. Okay, there it is.
It's like that. Ooh. Ooh.
Spoopy.
Oh, that's such a cool
Or-
mask.
Oh,
Not spoopy.
spoopy.
Are they?
Sliver looks like smoke when they walk.
Yeah, are they just constantly floating, like just off the ground?
They are probably floating, but you can't tell because the dress absolutely goes all the way down.
Oh shit, that's so.
You can
cool.
only tell because you know Sliver very well, and you can tell they're slightly
Yeah.
taller than usual.
Yeah, they're probably about 6 foot right now.
Incredible.
I love that mask.
And then I got one without the mask. See, no, I don't have one without the mask. I have one without the veil. I was gonna do one without the mask, and then I forgot.
Fucking Raven mask.
Yeah.
They can't. They're not gonna take the mask off anyway.
Anky.
I'd like to think that Prose is also like on the shoulder, maybe.
Yeah, moving from their shoulder to their head sometimes.
Yeah,
And sometimes probably just flying with little circles around them.
of course.
But yeah, okay. Y'all look great.
Yeah. Damn.
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
We did it. We made it. All right. Well,
We made
that
it.
was a good game, everybody.
Yep.
all I
Wrap
wanted.
it up.
Okay, we're done.
Congrats.
Wrap it up.
That's the highlight. No.
Yeah.
Everyone shows up looking fantastic in a beautiful outfit, except
And then
for
we leave.
except for Priscilla, who's naked.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Roll credits.
Roll credits.
Lose one
Nothing-
D&D.
Good
Yeah.
job, everyone.
Yeah, that's the happy ending. And so nothing bad ever happened again.
You guys get the book. It was only 2 copper, and then you leave.
It was only 2 pounds. Professor, it was like 1 million platinum pieces, and then we keep that.
Yeah, on that, because the idiot gave you a blank check, so you just write like,
Right.
you're like 500,000 platinum, and then you pay 2 copper and you run away.
Seems
Man,
Alright.
this was a good campaign.
Yeah.
This
Emma.
was a
Thank
good
you. I'm
campaign,
very
y'all.
rewarded for all of our hard work. And
So you guys want to buy the book though, or you guys want to socialize? You guys want to
Yeah.
mingle?
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Lethe just wants to eat.
Lethe,
He just hangs out by the table.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
Lethe
hanging out
looks
by
at
the
direct-
food table.
books it directly
Gwen
to
is
the food
doing
table.
the same.
Are you guys comparing notes? Just like
Yeah,
being
yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
remember to check over there.
These puff things are good.
Yeah, definitely
Cookies
comparing
aren't.
notes.
Leave them.
Yeah, ugh. These are too crumbly. Ugh.
The drink from table 7 goes really well with the appetizers from table 2.
Oh, absolutely. There is a running commentary going on.
I also like the idea that a waiter walks by with a tray full of something like a replacement, and then as he's walking, Gwen just grabs the whole tray.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Excuse me, I
Shoot
need
the
that.
waiter off as Gwen has taken the tray. Just like, all right, you've done your job. Bye.
Yeah, I've got it. No, it's fine. I've got it.
Yeah, I've got it from
Not
here.
that heavy.
The waiter comes by with a tray covered in empty glasses and like the bottle of wine, and they just grab the bottle of wine.
Yeah,
Lethe grabs the bottle. Of
Yeah.
yeah, that happens. No,
Yeah.
she grabs a bottle of wine and she grabs 2 glasses and she's like, thanks. And then just goes out.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Oh,
So we got 2 absolute menaces by the snack table, or
Yeah,
it's more like a
absolutely.
buffet.
No socialization, just snacking.
Mhm.
If somebody ever looks over at Lethe, she's like, try the veal, and then just goes back to eating.
Incredible.
What are the rest of you up to?
I'm gonna try to locate the fanciest people and just strike up a conversation.
Okay.
I don't know.
Um,
Who looks like they're like some snooty bitch who's got money?
All
Make
That
a.
would've-
Yeah, nice.
I mean, first of all, all
The
of them.
room.
But if you want to find the
like this is
studious,
everybody.
make
but I'm
a
like-
perception check.
Presumption.
I could also see an argument for investigation.
16.
Top tier snooty.
16.
Yeah.
Maximum snoot.
Looking for those vibes because I
I
know
mean-
I've been around snooty people, so I'm looking for that nose in the air sort
Yeah.
of bullshit, you know?
Yeah, you started like looking over the room. You realize that there's kind of small social groups, like snooty rich people
Yeah.
cliques, and you can tell that like over there, those are probably academics. Like those are the rich who have made their money through research or through exploiting the research of others, or
Classic.
through simply owning research institutes and pretending that makes them know something.
Oh,
So, mages, historians, a couple of those people have a bit of a conversation, a heated discussion going around in the corner. There's, a couple younger socialites that appear to be sampling the different kinds of alcohol present at this party. There's a couple of people who are specifically listening to the band and seem to be critiquing or commenting on that between themselves. And there's two weirdos by the buffet table just stuffing their faces.
Two of the best dressed weirdos.
Yeah.
I'll talk to the musicians because I'm
Mhm. Yeah, it's kind
I
of
vibe.
your scene.
I vibe.
Mhm. Yeah, as you approach, you realize a lot of them are, a couple of them are, interested in commenting on the make of the instruments they're using. A few of them are talking about the music itself, and a few of them are snottily commenting on just like oh, this is so last week. But in these days,
These types of people.
yeah, yeah,
I'm just gonna act like I'm passing by and just happen here like, oh, I can't help but agree with you. Kind of, good graces.
okay. So, yeah, I think you start to blend in well enough. You learn a couple names. You learn that you get some gossip actually.
Ooh, yes.
You hear that both the Marilocks and the Rain Wards are going to be at this party, and they don't like each other. A couple people there are hoping there'll be a disagreement.
Oh God, for a nice show.
Like, yes, this music is great, but what would really be worth watching is someone spill a drink on someone else.
Oh my God. For the
Oh.
juicy fight.
Just two nobles with no weapons slapping each other. Ideal.
Oh, how dare you! I need my fainting chair.
Yeah. It's your fault that the marriage alliance didn't work out. What about the others?
Is looking for someone very particular. I think you would know who.
Yeah, make a perception check. Let's see if you spot. Yeah, let's see if you spot this person.
Did you say perception?
Yep.
Okay, 18.
All right. 18. Clementine is there. So are her parents.
Oh. Ain't that just the way?
So are her parents. She's clearly not trying to stick with them. You can tell from her demeanor. After all this time, she really hasn't changed much. Her hair's different. Her dress extravagant, but a little shorter than necessary. Possibly because she's trying to duck away from her chaperones and needs some freedom of movement, but possibly just because it's fun. You also spot.
Okay, sorry.
You also spot the matriarch of a family that you know well. She does not spot you. She's off conversing with, it seems, her own inner circle. She's got two of her spouses, and that's someone you don't want to recognize you at all.
Do I know her spouses as well?
You know one of them. The other one seems new.
Ah, typical. After seeing Clementine, Sliver's gonna put their hand over their heart and just kind of sit there for a minute and just kind of breathe. And they're going to wait for a moment when Clementine's parents aren't looking, and they're going to kind of make their way over, and they're going to bow and say, "Would you like a dance? Wait, is there any music before I do this? Is there any music yet?"
There is music. It's pretty quiet, but there are some people dancing. If you were to dance, it wouldn't stand out too much.
Yeah, Sliver's gonna go ask for a dance.
See,
Hold out their weird claw hand.
I think, yeah, her hand goes to her mouth. She's not sure. She's not sure it's you, but
My darling Clementine, won't you whisk me off my feet?
yeah, she takes. Yeah, she takes your hand. And she goes, "Don't I always?"
The Sliver is absolutely floating and blushing.
Yeah, I think you two dance, and she's having a lot of fun with it. She starts out a little hesitant, but as you fall into a familiar pattern, she'll spin you.
Oh my god. Oh my
And
god.
I think you kind of forget about everything else.
Yeah, absolutely. That's it.
Yeah, that's what Sliver's doing.
That's all I wanted to happen this whole ball. Incredible.
I think at one point, since you're floating, she kind of playfully whispers to you if you've gotten taller.
I don't think I could ever get any taller. And you know that. or I feel so tall I could touch the sky. Just real slick. Just real
Yeah.
slick like that.
Yes. And in a response like, let's dance a few more times first.
Incredible.
So they're dancing. We've got two wild children at the snack table. Addie socializing with the musicians. What are Kel and Vofi up to as Sliver dances?
Cal's completely out of his depth at this place, so he's like hasn't really approached any groups. He's got like maybe a drink and is standing somewhere like basically trying to observe and see how the other people are acting, and maybe even like you see him kind of like trying to mimic like the way that they're standing or something. And Priscilla's just like sitting next to him.
Okay, yeah, make a perception check. Let's see what you determine with your awkward, socially uncertain observation.
That's a 3.
Oh.
You don't see shit. No. Well, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's basically just
you look around,
awkwardly trying to mimic.
I think with a 3, actually, I think the awkwardest part is with 3, you lose track of your friends and you can't tell where they are.
Perfect.
You look around and all you see are masks. All you see are fancy faces, and you just kind of stand there with your hand on Priscilla.
Yep.
Hoping that you'll be able to find your friends again when the time comes.
Basically.
What's Vofi doing?
Velfie's also pretty overwhelmed by the whole situation. So, but instead of trying to look around and see what everyone's doing, is there like a garden or anything that she can go like kind of escape to, where it's a little less crowded? I think she's gonna do that. She's just watching people like interact and like hearing how like some of the people talk and stuff, and also like maybe hearing people being judgy of other people. Like she's just kind of like, oh, I don't think I like this place.
Yeah. Speaking of that, oh, sorry, didn't realize you're gonna do something.
Oh no, she's just gonna.
Okay.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta get
Speaking
out
of that, yeah, make a perception check.
Okay. 13 plus. Hold on, let me pull that up. What's my perception? So 14 total.
Okay, I think 14 total. You see people. You kind of looking at them, and you can tell. Those people that are whispering and kind of hiding their mouths or being judgmental. You see a couple people talking to Elle, and he seems very uncomfortable.
Oh, on her way, she's gonna. I guess she'll go up to where Elle is.
Yep. As you get closer, you can tell he's nursing a drink, and he's kind of awkwardly dodging and trying to answer questions of a bunch of people asking about his, like, oh, I've never seen anyone like you before. Your skin tone is quite unique. And he doesn't know how to respond. He's kind of like he's dodging the question with like, magic.
She'll like come up and she'll be like, "Oh, honey, I've been looking everywhere for you. Come with me. I have some people that want to meet you." And she'll like try to be like, take the hint, grab his arm, and walk him out toward the garden as well.
Yeah, I think he takes the hint pretty immediately and just like, ah, Vofi, darling, yes. I'm sorry, I absolutely have to go. This conversation has been delightful, but as you can tell, I am needed elsewhere. And just, kind of bolts with you.
Beeline it straight for the garden, just try to get out of there. Once
Yep.
they gotten to a point where it's not as clustered, because I still assume people probably would be going to the garden too. She'll let go of his arm and she'll sigh and she'll be like, I don't. Whew, it's kind of stressful in there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh.
Thought it would be good to stand out.
I feel like that could be a double-edged sword.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully something good will come of it.
Well, yeah,
I mean, hopefully, yesterday's show will go over well. If it doesn't, though, I mean,
I'm
a
so
wealthy
sorry.
patron is a wealthy patron is always welcome, is what I'm saying. So, my primary purpose here is to meet someone who is a little more pleasant than that lot.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, I'm not a really great observer of people, but I tend to think I like to get along with people that kind of think like me. So if, where you're feeling most comfortable, maybe venture around there to meet some people and mingle. I'm trying to be helpful. Is it working?
I mean, I can try taking your advice, and then we'll take it from there.
Whatever works. I'm just saying, like, if I don't know, but in that specific area, it felt like people that were congregating in that part of this building were mostly there to gossip and judge, which I mean could work business wise, but also I don't know if you want to. I don't know how to talk to these people very well. Rich people.
I'd probably be much more comfortable with the players on the stage, honestly, but
maybe talk to them actually. Maybe you'll get to maybe they'll be able to recommend you some people.
Maybe hang around till they're on a break, or maybe they'll switch out. It's a long event, yes.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad idea. I think I'm gonna. What's the garden like? Is it big and walkable? Is there
Yeah, it's big. It's clear. It's got a bit of a statue garden there where there's intentional walkways, so you can go past every statue they have and observe them all, as well as a small, like, kind of almost botanical garden area where they show off their various out of season and exotic flowers.
Sophie will be like, as she's going to start walking down the pathway, and she's like, I think I'm going to venture around here. So if you ever need to run away again, if somebody tries to make you feel uncomfortable, you could always just say you have to come see someone down here. And she's just going to punch his arm lightly and awkwardly start walking because, this is not her atmosphere. She's not in her environment.
Kind of awkwardly waves like, best of luck with the walking, right?
I feel like it's the only thing I know what to do right now, and even there, I'm kind of questioning it.
I've seen you do a backflip. You're fine.
Ha! And she'll do another one just for the fun of it.
Yeah. He claps a little.
She'll bow. Thank you. She'll laugh a little bit. She feels a little bit more at ease, so this time she'll probably genuinely wave and walk down to look at the statues and look at the botanical garden.
Yeah, he returns to the party. Now trying to actually heads probably towards Adi's group where people are talking about the music. As for the rest of you, I think you, unless anyone decides to do something else, Gwyn and Lethe. Yeah?
Oh, I was actually going to say, does Gwen see the, I don't know, the couple, the dean adjacent? I don't know, the
right.
landowner.
Make a perception check.
Oh yeah, dice. Dice is required for this game, y'all.
Yeah, once in a while,
forgot
dice
about
are
that.
needed.
Wait, I don't believe that.
1 second. I'm very sorry. Where's my dice? There it is. That is a not great. 12?
Okay.
Yes, 12.
Here, let me roll something too. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that as you're at the snack table, you probably you don't notice them yourself, but you get a ping from Cactus. It's just like, oh look,
Oh, my meat
remember those
suits are
two?
here.
Yeah.
I think, do they? Okay, so do they remember? Like, I don't know. I feel like Gwen would have gone over this with Cactus at some point, like how it works. Like, do they know her? Like, do they remember?
Nope.
Would they act friendly towards her, or would they just be like, only if Cactus took over, then she would?
I think they do not know who she is unless Cactus takes over.
Okay.
Uh.
All right. That's good. I guess the second
think-
question, knowing that, would be if Cactus could, I don't know, just see through them for like a second for anybody that they know that would be useful for Cactus. If that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're asking Cactus to do this?
I'm suggesting it to
Yeah.
Cactus.
Yeah, I think
Something
Cactus
that
is just
I'd
like
to do.
Cactus is like, very clever. Yes. Perhaps in terms of host, I did not make the worst choice possible. And then he
Thanks,
will kind of,
yes.
rifle through their heads. And
Nice.
then, yeah, I think you see them. They're probably just talking to each other, and they're in the middle of a conversation, and then one of them freezes for a second,
God.
and then just resumes talking like
Right.
there was
One of them-
there was a frame drop. Like,
one of them sits there and freezes, and like their blinks aren't synchronized correctly for like just a couple seconds.
and then just resumes talking like right where the sentence left off, even though like everyone else has moved on.
Oh boy.
And then, yeah, Cactus comes back to you and goes, all right, well, I know the name of the auctioneer. I know a bit of useless information about the people who own this place. There's apparently
Not that good of it.
two feuding families coming, a couple
Oh,
envoys
boring.
of, bigger families who can't make it here, which perhaps would be useful, as I would like the heads of those families, but as they can't be there, if you can't get the leader, take the guy hired to watch you on the roof.
Not a bad plan.
There's also two prominent drow families. The one over there, the
Wait, are these the feuding families?
no,
Is that okay?
the one over there, the lady to those, I think, with those two pretty boys fawning over her. She could be useful, as
Okay.
well as perhaps not. Though, if this is an auction, if you need something from this auction, I could make it a whole lot easier for you by taking the auctioneer. Perhaps not even list the item.
Not a bad idea either. I think Gwen's going to turn to Leafy's still somewhere close by, I would hope, or
She's
I'm assuming.
like if you turn around, she's back at the table picking up little things, and all you see is this like excited wiggle, and she's getting tasty
Oh.
food.
I think at that also, Cactus comments like, I want to eat those.
Oh.
You know what? I'm going to. And then
How do you play? Oh.
What?
the Duke.
They use the
Lord Heather
Oh my
goes.
god. That's incredible.
Just kind of freezes up for a second.
I
Stands
will
up.
consume.
All the yum, none of the calories.
Yeah, he kind of stands up, looks in the middle of the conversation it was having. His wife looks at him in confused horror, and he bows to everyone, then just walks over to the snack table and starts stuffing his face.
Incredible.
Lethe sees this and is like, "Oh, yeah, no, you should try those over there. They're great with
Yeah.
the." And then she just like goes to the tirade.
He doesn't have great control over his hands, so like he applies too much force when picking up something and just kind of,
Oh
tries to
my
grab,
God.
tries
Snapping
to
the
grab the
crackers
cream
in
puff
half.
and like crushes it in his hand,
Like a baby.
Yeah.
and then just yeah.
Just
Like
like
when babies just
appalled.
mash things in their mouth.
Oh God,
Yeah.
no! Like when he starts doing that, Lethe gets this look of like you can't see all of the horror, but it's there, and she's like, "Oh no, sir, are you okay?"
Gwen has a huge smile on her face, like
Yeah,
it's
I
just,
think
like
as
hilarious.
Lily asks if he's okay, his face turns to you way too fast. Like almost like clicks into a different position, and he goes, "I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking." As he puts more things in his mouth.
God.
Suddenly very uncomfortable with this food, and she'll put her plate down and just walk away, and just looking at Glenn like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Oh, yeah, Gwen just like
God.
it's Cactus.
His wife
What?
is just like,
Cactus.
wait
That's
till my
Cactus.
mother hears about this.
That I'm sorry, you said that's cactus? That's the thing on
Yeah.
your head
Mm,
doing that with that guy.
no, this is a cactus. That is the prince cactus.
She just
I
looks
don't
at
know,
the
actually,
cactus
wait.
on.
Can I still talk to him? I can still talk to him while he's
Yeah,
inhabiting
you can
other
still
people.
talk to him. Yeah.
I would like to confirm if his mind is still in the plant. Actually, you know what? I feel like this entire thing happens. Gwen asks that and then goes, "Actually, I don't care," and then continues. But yes, that's Cactus. He's hungry, I guess. I don't think like he can't taste. He's a plant, so you
Yeah,
know it's like
that's-
fun.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Can you-
That then. Oh, yeah.
Can you just lean down just a little bit, just a little, just.
He-
I want eye level.
Sure. Yeah, Gwen leans down.
And she gets close to the cactus and she's like, "Get out of that man!"
I'm not sure. He can hear you.
I think he hears you because I think he hears Lethe because Gwen hears Lethe, but not
Right.
because she's talking to the cactus. And then he's just like, "Why? I haven't gotten to eat something in ages. Come on,
Yeah,
this is
look,
fantastic."
Lethe, and Gwen puts a hand on her shoulder and just let him get a snack. It's fine. I'm sure he'll be fine. That being said, though,
It's creepy.
Gwen, how much can humans eat?
a lot.
Oh no!
Oh
Gonna
no.
kill
You'll be
him.
fine.
He'll be fine. He's a big one.
he's a big one. He got lots of room in there.
Every square inch of him is empty.
God. But Gwen's going to go. Okay, so yeah, like with Cactus though, right? He can take over people, as you've seen. You right? You see it? That one?
You see
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, the one we're
You see
talking
it?
about.
You see
we-
it, you look over, he's got a sandwich in both fists. He's eating them.
Oh.
Gwen gives him a thumbs up as he's.
No. And she makes the thumbs up go down. She's like, no thumbs up.
No thumbs up.
No, you do not
Thumbs
get
down.
these.
Thumbs down. This is bad. No, but Gun's gonna go like, okay, but regardless, he can. Didn't really think about this until Cactus brought it up, but we could make this not an auction, if that makes any sense.
You want to infect him with the cactus, the guy
Yeah.
that's doing.
I know the auctioneer. Well, Cactus knows the auctioneer, but it's basically the same fucking at this point. Oh, cat. Where'd that cat come
Sorry.
from?
It's
Gwen pets the cat. Um,
Hello,
Guys, I have no
Priscilla.
idea what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Oh,
this is good, I guess. Look, that's Priscilla. Just
It's just Priscilla singing in the corner.
Yeah.
That's a failed
look, I have
performance check.
Absolutely canon.
a bit of a plan. We find the auctioneer. We cactus them, yeah, and then we just not put the book on auction. Right? There's a list of things on auction, right?
Yeah, there's a
Was it
list.
a complete list?
It wasn't
Like,
a complete
was
list,
the-
but it was pretty comprehensive with a couple things that were just listed as to be determined.
Right. Okay. Was the book on there? On
Yes.
that list? Okay. Regardless, I don't think Gwen would think of that. First off, because she can't read. Second off, I
she
don't
wouldn't
think
care anyway.
she wouldn't care. So I think when we go, we can take the auctioneer. I'm pretty sure that's the word for it.
Yes.
And just not make the book on auction, pretty much making it as cheap as possible. That's how auctions work. I guess we could just take it. I'm not really sure. If no one bids for it, it's free, right?
No.
Okay, well,
Okay.
I don't think Kel
Do
was
you-
actually
Gwen,
there.
do
He
you-
got lost.
If you want to,
So
if you
what's
want to
there?
be there.
It's just
Yeah.
Priscilla by herself, just like
No.
hanging out by the food.
Yeah, like
no,
you.
Kel was there, and then Priscilla went over to eat food as well. With Cactus.
You probably
I was
just,
like, oh god, no.
probably just hear her in the
Lacey-
distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lacey,
Yeah, I
Lacey
think that
is
because-
just. Go ahead.
Oh, I think due to that failed performance check, although Priscilla is still listening to your orders because of course she does, her general behavior when you're not being specific is very much Wild Panther like.
Yeah.
So you do have to constantly tell her to be like, no, don't growl at those people. And also like, don't hop onto the table.
Like, stop stalking people.
Please
They're
don't
not
swap.
right.
Please don't swap the cups off the buffet bar.
Yes, beautiful.
Incredible.
No, Lacey
She
gets
starts
her
drinking from a
orders,
fountain.
and she's like,
Priscilla, no, Priscilla, no, Priscilla, 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 no, no, no.
"When do you not? That man is stuffing his face full of food with no
Yeah.
control. Do you not have a problem with that?
I mean, I just
Did I
love-
hear the words? How much can a human eat?
No, you
Like,
didn't.
No, that was
Oh,
internal. God,
Yeah.
thank God.
I don't think he said that out loud. no.
That would have been funny if he's like, no.
like a mouthful of food.
Yeah.
Just asking people at the table, hey, how much can a human eat? Like,
as he presumably a human is eating.
Yeah. She's just, she looks
Gwen does
kind
say,
of
like, hey, if you
horrified.
start feeling sick, though, only a little bit more food. Try not to go too much after that.
Like I plan to
don't.
jump ship the minute this man starts feeling ill.
Right?
Good plan.
The worst plan.
What's, well, sorry, what was I feel like I.
she's looking at Gwen and like, do you not how is this not horrific to you?
I mean, yeah, it was pretty upsetting at first, but it's not me anymore, so I'm kind of over it. That sounded bad. Well, it is.
Yeah?
No, I stand by that. I stand by what I said.
you can't. No, no, no. We are not. No, no, ma'am. No, not happening. No, nope.
What
She
you want me to
crosses
do?
her arms. It's like,
I
nah.
can't. I don't control him.
Yeah, but you can control any of the blood you take, and the answer is no. Not gonna happen. Not letting it. Nope.
Help
No.
it now.
No.
It's already done.
No.
Okay.
No more. No.
You're hearing this? Yeah.
Why is she so upset? I'm just eating.
Okay, hear me out. And this is in her head again. Hear me out. Stop eating with that one. We'll find you a new one, and you can eat with that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just switch to his wife.
You fix 3 problems that way.
No, not the wife. They're right there. We can see it's the same thing. No, we'll find someone else.
He's
Just like
eating, and then he's just like, fine.
look, it'll be give it like 2 hours tops. I don't know how long balls are. I'm honestly like as a human in the real world, I don't know how long these things usually are. So I'm assuming 2 hours isn't long in relation.
Yeah,
I would
it
feel like they would be
varies.
like all
Depending
day.
on
For the wee hours of the morning.
yeah,
Yeah,
these things go all night.
Imagine
Are you
like
kidding me? This is a city of parties. This is like a week-long event.
no.
The auction itself probably ends like in pretty late into the night, and then it just goes into the after party.
Right, classic.
Yeah. Continue.
Okay.
And then post-after party.
Then pre-party for the next party.
You know how it works.
So yeah, so as
Yeah.
you see, like as Cactus stops controlling this man, he kind of just freezes in the middle of eating, and then just like it's very strange. It's like a programming switch where he just like kind of looks at his hands and kind of looks around in both places, like in both directions, really confused. Then just like grabs a napkin and starts
Oh,
cleaning his hands off. And you're getting a sulky
out.
vibe from Cactus.
Imagine blacking out for 1 second and like waking up 7 times like fuller than you were beforehand.
Your hands are covered in food, and you still like you still got a death grip on like a lobster puff.
The wife is like, honey, your arteries, no.
I think the wife is like, are you feeling all right? Also, both of them are wearing like elbow-length gloves. You've noticed.
Oh god.
Ooh,
Caked in food. Great.
gross.
Baked in food.
Well,
Oh, no.
it's to cover up the green
it's to
marks.
cover up the
Yeah.
green, but still caked in food.
Yeah,
It's a fashion statement.
Sure.
I think maybe he actually probably he might actually be taking off his gloves now and just like trying to pull his sleeves down.
Oh, that's fine. This is fine. It's a birthmark. So yeah, I guess Gwyn at this point would be like, look, he's done, right? We're good. So should we take the auctioneer guy now?
No, no.
No. Why not? It's not like we need him for anything. We could just get a book for
Did you enjoy being taken over by that thing? And she like points an accusatory finger up at the cactus.
That's rude.
I mean, she has a point. No, it sucked. Gwen just goes, no, yeah, it sucked.
Okay, so then why are you letting him do it to other people?
It's useful.
Yeah, it's useful.
Oh.
I mean, look, he's just trying to get back home or something. Is something like that. I'm not.
Okay, and
Right,
he
right,
has to take over people's bodies in order to do it? What kind of a
It
weakling
makes it
has to do
very-
that?
A cactus,
One trap and a
Leafy.
cactus.
Aren't you?
I
paying
have no
attention?
arms. Leafy
I
can't
I
hear
like
this.
this. I like the idea that Cactus is like yelling at Lethe, and Gwen's like, "All right, quiet. She can't hear you. Like
Yeah.
you're just yelling in here." But
Language.
Mhm.
Jeez.
Language. Yeah, Gwen's just like, look, if my goal sort of is to get him at home, I think, as soon as possible, and that it just takes a couple. It takes some people to do something like that. Then it's not
It's not like
permanent.
it's all awful for them. I make them healthier. Like you see that man right there, the one who's full of multiple of those fantastic cluster buffs. He had arthritis before I got to him. He's fine now. So I'm
Yes,
sure it's great
okay.
for that.
That's the cactus cures arthritis. Apparently, that's a thing. So it's like
Gives
it's a win
people
for everybody. Not yet. Not immediately. I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Sorry, what did Lethe say? A cat sat on me.
Gives people gout.
She's like, and gives people gout instead of arthritis.
He's like,
Come on.
yeah. He's like, if he gets
No,
gout
no.
from that, I'll fix it.
I'll just fix. Look, it's only temporary, and it's not like they even
How do you know
know
it's temporary? Did he tell you it was temporary? Is that how this works? He tells you things and you're like, yeah, no, that must be true. Not any doubts whatsoever in your brain.
Frankly, I have no. I mean, I didn't really think of it like that.
Okay.
Honestly, at this point, I think if I lied to you, Gwen, you would most certainly know.
Does that feel like a lie?
Feels true.
She shrugs and is like, "Yeah, good enough." I don't think, even if it isn't temporary. Well, once he goes home, I doubt he'd have any power here. I'm not really sure how that works. But it's not like they even notice. He just had some snacks. Back to normal. No, he's fine. Look at him. Gestures vaguely at the person.
up.
Yeah.
Like,
Lethe-
Yeah,
Like,
his wife is just like on a napkin and is cleaning up his face.
yeah, Lethe just looks even more aggressively horrified. Like,
Oh no, George! No, no, George! No.
Lethe, he'll be fine.
no.
He'll be fine.
Listen,
Ugh.
just let her know that once I get my own body back, I won't have to do that anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
sounds
That's
like Brett.
that's the entire thing is to get his body back, I guess, and then
Doesn't need to possess people to get his body back. I don't.
yeah, exactly. So it's just like a
No.
it's a little a tiny bit of a tool.
It's a loan.
How about that? It's a loan. It's a loaner body. It's like a
I
rental
feel like-
body.
I need to tell you that some of the people I used to heal were part of a gang and also gave out loans, and they were called loan sharks. So
Yeah, well, we're not giving out loans. We're taking loans on bodies. So, come on. Keep-
Keep up.
it's still a thing. The interest is gonna kick you in the ass. Just saying.
If that guy, again, points vaguely at the Dean guy, just like, look, if he wants money for it, I'm sure we can. Well, I guess I'd have to give him back his shit first. That's
What?
not important. Nothing. I mean,
Wait,
And
this.
if he
What?
wants money, we just take it from someone else.
Yeah, we just take it.
I'm sorry, you have to give him back what?
I guess his blood and jewelry.
His what?
His blood and is that not that look blood? The thing
The jewelry.
you have. Jewelry,
The
yeah.
jewelry that
I'm wearing currently, yeah.
and that you gave to. She just looks down at the belt she's wearing, and she's like, "God
It
damn
looks
it!"
good on you though.
Ugh.
It was a gift. Don't.
He doesn't
it's
even
not
know it's missing.
that.
It's a gift. He doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, she takes the belt off and she takes the
Oh,
necklace off
no.
and she puts them into Gwen's hands and she's like, "I don't want your cactus gifts. No." And then she just walks
It's not
out
a
into the
cactus
garden. She just walks away.
Well, that one's great. You feel sarcasm. You feel that is not true.
Well, at least confirmation he can't lie to me anymore.
You feel sarcasm. What a slap in the face.
Right, Cactus doesn't even say anything. I just know that any comment that he would say would have been sarcastic, and I'm like, yeah, I get it. Gwen's
She's
like,
not going to have a problem with our previous plan, is she?
Probably. Well,
It's a mob leader. Like, I don't care how high mighty you are. Like, you can't tell us, oh, we need to leave the mob leader alone. He's a good guy. He, I don't know, bakes bread or something.
He bakes bread in his spare time.
you could make those arguments, but I don't think I would listen.
That's because they're bad and incorrect.
Yeah, fair enough. That being said, who's next? I guess looks
Are we
around
doing
for
this?
like. We don't have to do it now. We could do it later. I mean, I think the earlier the better for the auctioneer, but
Yes,
that
you're going to
might
want to
be-
grab them before they go on stage.
yeah. Do I know where they are? Does Cactus know where they are? God, I don't even have like a weapon or anything. Shit.
Cactus knows where they are, but the two people he can control do know them personally.
Oh.
So he could use that.
I think just because Gwen doesn't know how these things generally work, she would wait for maybe Sliver or Audie. I feel like they seem comfortable here.
Mhm.
So I think she would go like, is that a good idea to one of them? I guess whichever one she sees first or meets first or is not busy first.
I mean, I think the one that currently seems least busy is probably Adi, because Sliver is dancing.
I'm chatting away.
And Addie is having a conversation, which is easier to interrupt than a dance.
Not with that attitude, but sure.
Yeah. I mean, also, I think Elle is also standing nearby him, and probably trying to participate in the conversation a bit, but I don't know
Yeah, I
if Gwen
guess-
would be able to tell that he's doing a lot of responding to what other people say, because he himself does not have much to say.
Classic. Yeah, I guess Gwen would make her way over there. I don't know, probably not try to break the conversation or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna like wait for a time to mention something. To I guess L2. Like fuck it.
Yeah, you
We're all
don't need
here
to. You
now.
don't need to include him, but you could if you want to.
Yeah.
Or you can talk to him while you wait for Addie to be finished with his musical knowledge conversation.
Nope, just gonna walk up next to him, give him a little nod that, whatever.
Yep.
Hand him a shrimp puff or whatever.
Yeah. He'll silently but gratefully take the shrimp puff.
Very good. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to take up more time than I already have.
Well, if you want, we can switch. You can
Someone
switch to
else do
someone else and
things.
see what's going
Yeah.
on with another group.
I guess
Okay.
it could just be Adi.
Yeah. Or
that's up
we could
to
do that, or we could check to
whoever
see if
wants
like
to do
we could check like Lethe walked off. Where did she go? Where did she go?
To the garden.
Or
She's
Vofi
gonna
is?
probably. Like, she probably would eventually find Vofi.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, I think you go through the garden. The plants are impressive, and as are the statues. You don't know who any of them are because they're people, and they're possibly historical figures, possibly rich people who own this place or who know the people who own this place, and you don't know who any of these people are. But you can still appreciate the craftsmanship.
Yeah.
And I think you eventually run into Vofi.
Who may or may not be climbing on one of the statues. Etiquette.
Maybe
There's,
maybe
like-
she's got a flower crown in hand and she's going to put it on the statue.
Oh yeah,
Oh
it
my
all
God.
comes back around.
Love it.
Yeah, Lethi's just she'll watch whatever's happening and just does the golf clap.
Yep. Just maybe give her a little hand sign to just like push it a little bit to the left as she adjusts the crown on top of the statue.
Yeah.
And then when the crown is perfect, Sophie will flip right off the shoulders of the statue and land on the ground perfectly. Yep, got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
The perfect landing. 10 out of 10.
I thought you were gonna make me roll for it, so I was trying to be a
I was
snarky
gonna-
asshole.
Would you like to roll out? Would you like to roll for it? Because I think it's better if it just succeeds. But if you want, you can have her land on her face. If
Alright,
you want to
let's
risk,
see how
if you
it
want to
goes.
risk it, all right, yeah, make an acrobatics check.
Well, my acrobatics was 16 plus 5, so I think I'm fine. Never
Yeah,
mind.
that's what I figured because I knew that as a monk you'd have a pretty good modifier.
Who knows? I could have landed a 2.
Mhm.
Plus 5, that's still 7. Oh, god damn it.
Yeah.
Hey! What are you doing out here?
Avoiding the party.
Yeah, I don't
Now.
think. Yeah. Oh.
Made it through all the food. I don't like the cactus. Do you like the cactus? I really don't like the cactus.
I don't know a lot about the cactus, but what I do know about it, I feel very cautious and angry about. But being in this city and the past few weeks, I'm starting to realize that just because I don't like something doesn't mean necessarily that I have to. Life is complicated. Bofi's like having a struggling moment.
Gross.
Yeah. She's just sitting there. She just like sits on the ground and picks at the grass. She's like, I'm scared. I'm worried about that cactus, but Gwen is a strong person who I completely don't trust wouldn't do anything like really bad or nefarious, but that's neither here nor there.
Just watched a guy automaton over and then stuff his face full of food and then shield his face at me and like just kind of right, and it was creepy. And then he no longer had control of himself, and then he got control back, and then was very concerned about eating a lot of food. I don't think the cactus is a good thing. I
I understood about half of that sentence, and what I did understand, I also did not like. So the cactus controlled the person?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we all kind of knew the cactus could do that, right? That Glenn told us that earlier.
Yeah, but I don't think the reality of that really hit home until I watched a man who clearly is not the type to go shoving food in his face like a little baby in front of his peers
Oh no.
do that. So,
Oh no.
yeah,
Um,
I have doubts.
well, what do you think we're gonna? What? I don't know what to do. I mean, anytime anyone touches the cactus, Gwen gets upset. I don't really know what the term is, but I once took
Sure.
the cactus, if I remember right, and Gwen kind of hunted me down. I don't think we can do anything too well. I don't really know, but I'm worried that whatever that cactus is, either like we do anything it doesn't like, Gwen could get hurt.
Oh.
Or Gwen could hurt us. Or Gwen could kill us, because let's face it, that is a very good possibility. Um, she's strong. um, or I just see it being bad, and I don't know what the right answer is to do right now. And I'm learning that sometimes when you don't know the right answer, your instinct isn't what you should do. And maybe we should just see how it plays out. Rofi's like very strained, stressed out, doesn't like what she's saying clearly, and she's just like defeated feeling, and just like, ow, I don't know what to do.
Oh, good. I thought I was the only one. All right, and so she just sits down on a bench and just pats it. It's like, well, at least we can sit out here and be miserable together.
Yay! Rofi will fall on her back and look up at the sky. I really want to leave this city. It's made me have to come to face some really uncomfortable truths that I've always kind of known were there. I don't like it. I miss blissful ignorance. I miss cows.
I miss cows. Nice.
Nice. So what have you learned about yourself?
Remember when you told me not to do anything about that gang? Because if you thought I would be the one that would get us involved with the gangs.
And you weren't. That was somebody else entirely. Though frankly, I think he beat you to the punch. So
Yeah, I started doing some kind of sneaky stuff. I started lying. I started bribing. I made deals with bad people to get information because I thought genuinely what I was doing, finding out the truth, would be more important and was the good goal. But it didn't lead to anywhere anyway, so I just did a bunch of bad shit for no reason. And I also quickly learned, I think the cops are dirty out here, so I can't help clean anything up. Nobody can help stop the crime going on here because the crime is part of the law. And is it like that? It's just, it's easier when you hang out with a community that, I guess, prides itself on doing the right thing, so no one really does the wrong thing, so you don't have to think about how easy it is to do the wrong thing. But traveling with you guys, you do good and bad things all the time, and it's not out of malice intent, it's just because you gotta survive out here, and sometimes my brain hurts. She's gonna just roll on the grass until she's face down in the grass.
it's just fucked up.
Huh?
She goes, yeah, you know what? It's all fucked. And she just lays back with her. Just stares at the stars. Is just very quiet.
Bofi overheated mid conversation. That's true. Bofi will
There's
just
like a fan noise, like a computer fan.
There's a fan noise and like a little bit of like air is like coming out of like where her tattoo is.
one of her many tattoos.
Yeah. They're
Bofi,
different.
yeah. Oh no. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna joke that they're for venting.
Ah, yes.
Bumped.
She'll look over at Lethe and she'll try to change the subject. Was the food good though?
It was until
that
I
hole
saw
at the
it.
pop hole.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and shoved into, and then suddenly it wasn't that great.
Did you see anyone else? Does everyone else look like they're having an okay time?
I don't. I was too busy eating food. It was fantastic.
The food was too good. I could not pay attention to
Too good.
anything.
Why do I care about anything else? The food was great.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair. How long until the auction goes on? How long do we have to wait till we can buy this damn book?
Oh no, I didn't check the tickets.
Oh. Oh no.
I just
Oh,
assumed
wow.
somebody with a better ability to talk to people was gonna be auctioning whatever. Oh,
That's fair.
I literally came here for the food, Vofi. That's really it.
In fact, the only reason I'm on this mission is for the food. The only reason I joined this party was for the food.
That's fair. I kind of enjoyed getting dolled up. I did my eyeliner. She'll like
Oh wow.
do the weird little like eye flutter thing that people do to show off their eye makeup. Like, yeah.
God, pure.
See. Yeah, I didn't do any to mine, and she just takes her mask off, and it's literally just Lethe face. Completely normal.
It still looks nice. Your face always looks
Thank
nice.
you.
The mask looks cool as shit, though.
Right? I'll
Ah,
try it on, and she just hands it over.
put it on. I am the Deathbringer.
Okay, dearie.
Oh.
Well, I guess the question is, do we need to go find everyone, see how they're doing? Because I don't know about you, but we got well, counting you, 3 people I think would be really good at the auction. You're here, which means you kind of probably don't want to do it. So we should at least try to make sure we have a solid plan, because we don't want I don't know, do we just don't want the whole group to think that like, that person will take care of it. That person will take care of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go ride herd.
All right. And we can avoid the cactus, I guess. I don't know. Did you know did it look anything different?
Person or the cactus?
I guess the cactus when it's in the person. Does the person
Don't
look different?
move right. They just
Oh.
don't. Yeah.
Okay, well how about we just keep our focus on only our friends, because hopefully definitely the cactus is left alone. I just don't want to deal with this cactus shit. I gotta be honest. I just don't want to deal with it. I'm scared of it a little bit now that you're telling me that. But we have to go back into that room probably, or we could say fuck it and just stay in the garden, and maybe Sliver will do the auction without us needing to say anything.
No, come on. I'm gonna go in. You're right. I'm gonna go face the pointy music, I guess. Let's.
Pointy music.
Vofi will hand the mask back to Lethe.
She'll pop it on and get up and dust her butt off.
Yep. Dust,
Oh, yeah.
dust the green and leaves sticking there.
All right. Let's conquer this auction. Yeah.
Let's go solve this riddle.
Meanwhile, I think Kel has probably found the snack table through chasing Priscilla, who definitely wanted some of those tiny meat sliders.
Oh, there it is.
Basically just hanging out with a big cat now.
Yeah, the big cat found the seared tuna, so
It's like
that's where you're at.
imitating the other people here was not working, so
Yeah,
fuck it.
people are probably giving you a wide berth also at this point, because you've got a big cat and they're kind of scared, which is probably like, I don't know if this would occur to Kel, but like, perhaps the cat would have been kicked out, or you would have been kicked out, but given the fact that nobody wants to approach, you're fine.
That's
However-
kind of disappointing.
However, I don't know whether you would approach anybody, but most people just seem to be kind of a little bit afraid of the big cat.
Well, no.
If you want, you could
it's
try again to
established
teach her
that
to
the
act.
cat's doing bad
You
things,
could-
so I don't want it to run off.
Yeah, if you want to, you could try it again to spend a while to teach Priscilla to act appropriately snooty, or maybe ask her to just sit calmly without doing anything.
Yeah,
Those are some
just try
potential
to, like,
solutions.
wrangle her a little bit, get her under
Mhm.
control.
Yeah, bribe her with some appetizers.
Yeah, especially if we got some snacks
Okay.
available.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, you can just tell her what to do. So I guess roll an animal handling check with advantage.
All right. 19.
Okay. Yeah, after, sitting her down and explaining to her how to behave at a ball, I think she will probably, yeah, she'll wash herself, but in a very dignified manner. And the way she goes about it, she's clearly oblivious to the rest of everyone else, which makes people a little less wary of her. They can see from
Yeah.
the fact that she's not paying attention to them, she's less intimidating.
Yeah.
And while you still stick out a bit, people are no longer actively avoiding you.
All right. See, that's much better.
And a couple of the glances thrown your way are just kind of like, they're no longer just like, who brings a cat and suspicious or afraid. Now they're a little bit impressed. A couple people are just like, yo, this guy brought a giant cat to a ball. He gives no fucks. Do you want to interact with anybody, or would you like to meet up with any of your friends, or is there something else you had in mind?
Nothing in particular, because he doesn't know how to act at these things, so
Yeah.
I don't think he'd be able to work his way into a conversation the way that Artie did.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Adi, I think Gwyn probably has a moment to speak to him now.
Why yet?
Okay. So I have a plan. Gwyn, learning from her last encounter, going, don't freak out or anything. Well, actually, don't freak out, because I didn't say anything that would cause you to freak out. I know the auctioneer.
Wow.
she's not good or smart. I know the auctioneer, and I think with some help, I could get him to not bring up the book on the auction. Yeah. So
Yeah, that sounds great.
would that be weird? Would people notice that? Right? If one of the pieces of the auction are missing?
Is there a public list for the auction? There is, right?
Yes, there is. But a couple objects are, like, if you look at the public list now, like, there's a couple objects that are still that are listed, like, there's a number and then it just says to be determined. So you know
Okay.
that it's still subject to some changes. Because
But
also a
the
couple
book
objects
is
on the list
still
are
on the
listed.
list?
What?
The book is still on the updated list, I guess.
I don't know. Addy, just roll an investigation check for this updated list, because it's like it's a lot of items.
Oh, fuck, is it? God.
We're not going to go through them all in game. We're going to glaze through. We're going to glaze through the boring shit.
I can't read. I'm Jared 19. I got an 8.
You got an 8. You can't find it on the updated list.
I'm just skimming through it, trying to pay attention to the conversation. Okay, so I think it should be fine as long as you tell your friend that. I mean, he knows what he's doing. I'm assuming that he can just say that someone gave him the maximum bid.
Is that a thing? Is it
I mean-
maximum?
I assume if someone offers you to say, hey, this item minimum bid is like a gold, and then what if I give you 5 million? And they're like,
Mhm.
yeah, you can have it.
So
So I'm
it's
sure we
like
can just, yeah.
sold to a private seller, and then people would understand that.
Would I know that?
You would know. You would know that sometimes private sellers will just go and
Okay.
get something at auto buy before the auction even starts.
Yeah, because Kieran doesn't know shit.
Mhm.
Maybe
I don't
I'm
either.
pulling this out of my I'm pulling this out of my ass. I'm assuming that it's a thing.
Yeah, most items have an most of them, most but not all of them will have it, an auto buy price and can be bought off the books ahead of time
Yeah,
if a private collector is like, wow, I really, really, really need that jewelry.
I will give you the maximum. I'll give you the
Yeah.
biggest thing I can think
Yeah,
of.
I'll give you.
Point
Oh, basically,
of a
I'll give you
bid
more than you
does
could
not
hope to
have a
get through
maximum?
auction.
Mhm.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
there's not, but like, yeah, like I will give you an unreasonable price for this. Is
Because
basically
yeah,
it.
it's just being like, hey, you could gamble and maybe get it for half of its worth, or I can give you the most amount of money now guaranteed.
I see. Okay. Well,
So
then
that should be perfectly fine.
this is
You would actually good job, Gwen.
yeah, good job. Now that just means we have to go find the auction. Wait, and then Cactus knows where the Cactus knows the people who know the auctioneer,
Mhm.
right?
Cactus knows friends of the
We
auctioneer.
really have to find them so much
Mhm.
as. All right, perfect. This is good. This should be easy. I'm not really sure. We'll
I
figure
mean,
something out.
it should be fine, and then we can stick around and see if we like anything else.
Yeah. Something like that.
Also,
Um,
DM, can I do a quick look around to see if there's any fuckers following us?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Any hot?
Cool. Any people who are watching
Especially if
us?
they're hot.
Ooh, guess what? That's a 9, mother.
Oh, not great on the
I am-
dice today.
I'm drunk. And the thing is, that's 2 different dice. 2 different
Oh.
dice gave me 8s for both of them. God damn it. I'm drunk. Let's just say that.
Yeah,
I've had
I mean,
2
it's really
Minerita
good wine,
Coolers.
and it's for free,
It's-
so
I'm like double. Oh, you know what? Free expensive wine. Thank you. Open bar. Yes.
yep. It's a party for rich people. They got the free expensive stuff, so Addie's
So
a
if I
little
charge
tipsy.
that wine.
If I start bleeding from my abdomen, please call for a healer because someone
Please get
has stabbed
Leafy.
me
Yeah.
and I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
know it.
We should probably.
Actually, Gwen would probably just hold up Cactus.
Yeah. Just, a little sip. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Could Cactus get drunk if he drank someone's drunk blood?
Good question.
We should find out sometime. Either way, I think Gwen would turn to. Or. Is Kel around? Could I find Kel?
And you can probably find him. He's easy to spot currently. Oh, did someone just disconnect? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I think Gwen's just going to find Kel and I don't know, probably give him something about buddy system, watching Audie's back so he doesn't get stabbed here.
Yeah.
But also I guess Elle's there, so he's probably fine. And you have a panther, so you're fine. No, everything's good. Everything checks out. Pats
Straight
him on the
vibing,
shoulder.
everything's cool. I'm none the wiser.
Yeah, I think it's
None
working
the-
probably a little too well. Everybody seems to be kind of afraid of Priscilla as opposed to impressed.
Just get her to, I don't know, have you seen like a really well trained dog? Right? How they're always like right next to you and they don't like walk away and eat salmon like it's doing currently. Try that.
Yeah, no, she's getting better slowly. Just it's taking a little while.
Yeah. By the end of the night, you'll have an animal that listens. That's nice. Actually, just try that. That would be cool. I bet people would walk up to you. Actually, they'll be like, "Let me pet your weird cat thing." Or maybe just tell everyone it's like the bird, not the bird, the not a bird.
Oh right.
What's that called?
Like, make like it's an illusion or something.
Yeah. Like it's an illusion or something. And then people will be like, "Well, why is it eating fish?" And then you'll go, "Because it's an illusion or something."
Yeah.
Probably agree. They're all wizards here. I think. I'm almost positive. Well,
Yeah,
good
probably.
talking to you. And Quinn's gonna go find the not Dean and
Okay.
see if they can take her to the auctioneer. If he's not totally surrounded, or if they're not totally
Yeah.
surrounded either.
You can. Yep. Let's do that. But first, I want to check up and see how Sliver is doing.
Yeah. Someone else go. I feel like I've taken up half the night. I'm sorry.
I think it's been pretty well balanced, except for a couple of people haven't. I'm trying to
Like-
balance it.
I felt like
I mean,
that
also
thing.
Sliver's pretty important. Gwen's pretty important in the sense of like, hey, Cactus, knowing people, possession, getting the book.
Yeah, Gwen's currently pretty important in terms of the narrative and and how you're gonna get this book.
Yeah, I feel like the thing that's going on with Gwen is the most relevant thing to the plot. Absolutely.
I mean, if you say so. I don't know. I just feel bad.
No,
Someone.
it's okay.
Never mind.
We're all
You're playing
invested, so.
D&D. You're doing it.
But
You're
yeah, let's
doing
check up
it.
on Sliver. Because
So
you guys are gonna keep dancing.
Yeah, the first thing Sliver's gonna do is try to get them and Clementine lost in the crowd. So they're gonna like dance deep into the crowd until basically Clementine's parents are in sight. Is that possible?
You're trying to ditch the parents through dancing.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure. I want to make you roll for this, but I'm not quite sure what it would be. Because normally to ditch someone, it'd be like stealth, but this isn't quite stealth. Maybe another performance?
Yeah.
Because it is a
Yeah.
dance.
23.
All right. I mean, yeah, you know the steps. You know how to dance. You know a crowd, and you pretty easily manage to twirl and dip your way away from her parents and her bodyguard, or as she, called them in her letter, chaperone.
Yeah. And Sliver will say, I got your letter a few days ago.
I'm glad I've sent a few over the years, and I'm glad you got one.
No, I guess Sliver wouldn't have been able to get the other ones.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, I think you understand why I haven't been able to access them. I wasn't really able to change my PO box after, well, you know,
I know.
I had to start a new one in a whole nother part of the world.
And I knew you probably weren't getting them. I just sent them anyway,
Well, I appreciate the last one. It gave me a bit of a heads up that I need to be a little bit more careful than I thought I needed to be.
Well, the last one was the best one anyway.
So mad. I thought you'd be pretty mad, but I guess it's been, I don't know, 13 years, 12 years.
I mean, don't get me wrong. She kind of smiles at you. I'm still a little mad, but time to be angry later.
Do you want to go somewhere private and talk about this?
I mean, yes, but I'm not sure it's a good idea.
Oh, come on. There's got to be a billion places in this place we could hide.
There's definitely a billion places in this place. Now, do you want to hide somewhere where we're allowed to be, or somewhere we're not?
Ooh. Somewhere we're not. That sounds fun.
Follow me.
Excellent.
Yep. she'll take your hand and lead you away from the party, and probably down a hall and to a place where no people are. She helps you get to the rest of the estate, where the party is not and guests are not allowed.
Incredible.
It kind of starts giving you an impromptu tour of the area, and making stuff up. She's like, "This here is a portrait of Lord What's His Face." Like his proper
Thanks, man.
name,
Ah, yes.
yeah, is his proper name is, and then she sits, and then she like squints at the inscription because it's pretty dark in here since it's not lit. She's like, Lord Grinwald, but he's colloquially known as Egghead because due to his shining dome.
Ah,
And,
quite fitting.
She's trying to diffuse the tension a bit, by being silly. But you can tell from the way she awkwardly glances back at you once in a while that she's not sure it's working.
Take off the veil and the mask so they can actually look at them with an earnest face. So how have you been, Clementine?
It's been a while. It's been a long time.
I must say, from your letter, I'm quite impressed you haven't managed to find another wife or husband or whatever it is your mother wants for you.
Oh, she's trying, believe me. Ever since, she was a bit more open-minded before, and now she's saying that I need to settle down with a proper drow other family.
I'm actually kind of surprised. I mean, no offense that she's still around. I figured by now you would have inherited it all.
I know, right? Well, I'm biding my time. If I can stay scandalous enough, nobody will want to marry me. And then I'll inherit it all, and then it'll be my choice.
Sounds on brand. I'm sure it's hard for you to stay scandalous, though.
Have you forgotten me so?
Never. I could never. So 12 years, just up here living in a house. I can't even imagine.
The worst. It's the worst. It's been so long. And all
Yeah.
I get to do is talk with. It was better before. It was. Do you know how much more pleasant circus folks are than nobles?
Yes,
It's incredible.
actually. Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't just run off again. I mean,
I tried.
oh,
You can see where I ended up. I've got a bodyguard now.
well, they're not doing a very good job. Sliver's gonna get cloaked.
Well, they don't stand a chance against you and I.
That's true.
You cut your hair. I like it.
Oh. My friend actually cut it for me. I was looking for something a little bit more light.
Suits you.
Thanks. Your hair is very different. You don't have the shaved sides anymore. Kind of a disappointment.
Oh, right. I mean, okay. Let me tell you, I did that before, and and well, my mom hired someone to make it grow back. She couldn't even bother to wait.
Chicken's way. You gotta let it grow out all awkward and horrible.
I know.
How embarrassing. I'm so sorry.
Maybe one of these days I'll hire someone to replace me and run off properly.
Right? I mean, wouldn't it be hard to get a body double? I mean, no offense. You're pretty beautiful, but I think it'd be pretty simple. With some
Not
magic.
like you. She kind of teasingly tugs at your tail.
Or starts to float.
Oh. I gotcha.
Yeah, you've always been pretty good at that.
Oh. It's been a long time, but some things don't change.
Yeah, actually relieved to see. I mean, you really haven't changed at all. I mean, I know 12 years isn't much for a drow, but you literally just haven't aged at all. I mean, yeah, your hair's different or whatever, but I mean, even underneath that dress, you're still the same.
You haven't seen me underneath my dress yet.
Well, not yet.
She kind of covers her mouth a little coyly.
Trouble.
You look different, but sorry, is it weird?
Weird. I mean, a lot's happened, you know. I don't know. I don't feel like the same person, but being around you, I feel like the same person. Does that make sense?
I think so. And even if you're not, I'd like to meet who you are now, you know?
Well, I go by a new name these days.
Oh?
Yeah. Going by Sliver now. But I kept Pendragon just because I don't know. Kind of actually it's kind of stupid in retrospect, but I didn't really think I'd be back in this area.
I mean, I always liked it.
Yeah.
Sliver, silver, it's gonna be it'll be difficult, but I'll get it.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't keep Silver after
Yeah.
what happened with Rosemary.
Can I still call you darling?
You can always call me darling. God, it's so cheesy.
Yeah. I think she grabs your hand and then like glances back at the party. Like, I hate that I have to go back.
Me too. You know, I'm with a group of people and we'll be headed out of town in a few days if you wanted to tag along.
I'll let you know if I can find a body double in a few days.
I think you could. You found a body double in less than a few days.
That was magic though, so that's easier.
Yeah, you can still do magic, right?
Yeah, but let's just say that my parents are a little more discerning than the first time I tried it. First time I tried sneaking away, I mean, I haven't tried the particularly body double trick on them yet, though.
You could do it. I could let you know where we're staying if you wanted to, you know, meet up.
No promises, but tell me.
Well, you know that old inn ran by that orc couple. Well, their daughters inherited it, and so it's still in the family.
Good. Do they still serve breakfast like until mid-afternoon?
Yeah, and they still charge up the asshole. Oh, but the water's free now.
Oh, the water's free. Do they charge for the premium water then?
I didn't even think to ask.
I don't. Or they'll give you the premium water every time you ask and then charge you for a bath. I've missed you.
You too. Clementine, do you know? Have you heard from Rosemary at all?
No.
Have they? Okay.
I
guess
mean, I
that's
tried to
okay.
send them letters, but I didn't know where. After a while, I didn't know where to address them to anymore. They moved, and then they moved again, and then
Well, you know
eventually.
how druids are. They can't really stay in one spot for too long.
A lot of us were like that, though, back in the day, but I guess, well, I've been stuck here, and you've been having adventures, and
Well,
so has Rose, I guess.
yeah. You know, those were the best days, though, when it was just the three of us. I didn't feel like anything could tear us apart.
It really did.
What happened to us?
Other people, I guess.
You know, you two were the first family I ever really knew.
I remember. And you two were the first family I ever had that was worth having.
You know, I want to go back to those days, but I don't think we can.
Yeah. It's changed everything. I mean, I look the same, but things are different, and you're different, and as much as I'd like to get to know who you've become, it's different, you know?
Yeah. I guess we should get back to the party, though, right?
I don't
So
know.
Oh,
I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know where anything's going, but tonight at least we can keep dancing. So if you see my parents coming, just hide behind the poofy dress.
oh, right. Well, I mean, what do you think with the mask and the veil and the height? They can't recognize me, right?
Probably not. Probably not. You'll be fine.
This is
She kind
nothing.
of she kind of shrugs it off, just gives you a smile.
We could do this.
Yeah.
So yeah, Sliver will
Again.
put the mask on and the veil back on, and I guess they'll go back to the party.
Yep, I think you guys both return to the party. I don't know. I think at this point Gwen is probably looking for you. Though Clementine does want another dance.
Oh yeah.
So
for
maybe
sure.
maybe Gwen finds you in the middle of that.
No, Gwen was only looking for someone to confirm the plan. And
Okay.
since Ani did that, fuck Sliver, you know.
Yeah. So
Stop joking, Sliver's cool. Sorry.
now let's see who else was doing stuff. Vofi was looking for Sliver or somebody else, and Lethe. Vofi and Lethe were looking for Sliver or Addy or somebody else with social skills to help with the auction. Should we do that now?
It'd be
Are you there,
like,
Tess?
We just
Sorry,
kind
I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we could. Mm. Sorry, I've. Okay, I'm good. Sorry. I was holding back a sneeze. You caught me like at the worst moment. Okay, it's past. I didn't sneeze. Yeah. What? I guess Bofi will look to Lethe when they get back inside and be like, "Who should we look for?"
L.
Well,
Seems the most stable of us.
that's true. I think Elle said I spoke to him and he said he was going to try to talk to people more near the stage. So maybe there.
I said Cal, not L.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Kale. Where is he? I look for the tall man with the big cat.
I think. Oh yeah, Lethe, make a perception check.
Lethe or Vofi?
I mean, either. I think you told Lethe to look for that you're looking for him. So either one, I guess.
So 15 for Lethe. So
Yeah, Vofi. Do Vofi want to make one too?
Okay. That was 9.
Okay. So I think Lethe sees you starting to go in the wrong direction and then just points you. Just like, no, he's over there.
Yeah,
big cat
excellent.
over there.
All right, gotcha. Thank you. All right, we make our way to Kale.
Hard to miss.
I think you find him calmly explaining something to Priscilla.
Yeah. Right, and if you stay well behaved until the end of the party, then I'll get you a whole fish just to yourself. All right.
She licks you.
Excellent. Good girl.
Aww. That's so cute.
And I think she probably finds one of the couches that are for, lounging and sitting on, and then just hops up on one and just kind of curls up and crosses her paws daintily.
I'll give her a stretch.
Shiz.
Sophie will immediately run to hug that big cat
Mm.
when she sees that. Oh, such a cute big cat.
Oh, hey. Yeah,
Ah,
she's been a bit of a menace, but no, she's calmed down now.
Oh, look at this face. Could this face be a menace?
Oh, you weren't here 15 minutes ago.
Oh. Oh, well, now you're being a good girl. She'll just like mush Priscilla's face and rub it. You know, like, you know how you do with house cats? Except it's
Yeah,
not
you
very
just kind of mush their
successful.
face and then they close their eyes because their face is being mushed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. She's behaving now. And I think also a couple people after watching Vofi just like playfully squish her face are just like, oh, okay, it's a nice kitty.
Sure. Lull into a false sense of security. Yep. So what's been going on, Kel, other than the cat thing? Has
Oh, that's pretty
Has
much
anybody-
it. It's just kind of been keeping her under control for the last little while.
nobody's done weird jerky movements?
What?
No.
No?
Okay, good. Great. That's wonderful. Where is everybody?
Well, Gwen was here a few minutes ago, but I think Adi and Elle are still over by the band. I haven't seen Sliver for a while. Oh, what's going on? Do we need to gather back
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, we need to figure out how we're gonna get the book. Preferably with the least amount of money used. And personally, I'd like it without, mind controlling another person.
But yeah, sure.
Sorry, that was not in character.
Leithy's kind of got dead eyes. She's like, yeah, yeah. You said Gwen went over there? Okay, alright, I guess we need to pull everybody back together. Ooh, I'll hunt people down and I'll just tell them meet over at the couch with a cat on it. How about that? How about we all go
Yeah.
find everybody else?
I would hate
Do that.
I would hate to disturb her now that she's kind of calmed down. I guess I'll hold up here and can send people back to me.
Yeah. Ooh, and then because you have, the only animal to pet in this entire place, people who would normally not approach you should probably definitely do that now because, cat, who can resist? All right. Both you want to help me look?
Okay, I'm aware. Who are we getting? Do you want me to go round up Audie and Elle?
Yeah. I'll hunt down the other two.
Okay, go team! And then Buffy will go find Audie and Elle.
Yep, okay. Let's see. Is Addie still doing the same thing when Vofi finds him? Kieran, come back.
I'm back. It just took me a second. At this point, he probably would have he wouldn't have stuck with the same group the entire time. He
Mhm.
probably would have walked around. He's just at this point he's he's got his little hors d'oeuvres. He's got a bit of a drink. He's also kind of drunk, and he's just kind of wandering at this point, scoping out he's doing he's drunk, so he's not thinking straight. He's like, ooh, I'm gonna be like some super secret spy, assessing the area and the number of guests. Ooh, yeah, I am sick and sly as hell. Yeah,
Ooh, I am sick and sly as. Ooh, is that a shrimp puff?
basically. Yeah, and he goes, ooh.
Seeing as we've traveled a long time, I'm pretty sure both of you would recognize that Audie is not sober, right?
Almost certainly, I think.
Yeah.
He's
So-
trying to hide it.
I mean, yeah, but you two are pretty close.
Yeah.
Both of you will walk up behind him by surprise, grab his arm, and spin him around and be like, "Oh, look at you! How's the party going?"
I think it's going well.
Is that so?
I
You can
believe
like
so.
there's like a little gleam in her eye. She loves drunk Audie.
He's just the most fun. I believe so. Everyone seems to be extremely snotty, just as how I envisioned it.
Extremely what?
Snotty. Everyone is so up their own ass. It's very funny.
You know what? I agree with you on that. 100%. People are very snotty here.
He's
But-
like, he's smiling, and he's just like absolutely vile personality some of these people have. Oh, they just won't shut up.
Oh. So you're having
But-
a lot of fun. So I'm happy for you.
Absolutely.
But I hate to make it a little less fun just for a little bit. We're trying to gather everyone else to go see Kale and his big cat on the couch. Would you like to come
Absolutely.
see Kale's big cat on the couch with me?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah! She'll wrap her arm around his arm and then she'll look around. She's like, "Is Ale still with you? Where is he? I gotta get him too."
I think he probably found a couple other people to talk to, and has been just chatting with a group of people who were near the music place, but have kind of traveled a bit to one of the couches.
If she like waves her hands and says hello, is he within earshot and seeing distance to recognize?
He's within sight distance, but not within earshot because there's music and there's people talking. You'd have to walk over to talk to him.
Okay, she'll pull, not drag, Audie over there and wave to get his attention and be like, "Hello."
Vofi, it's how's the party been treating you?
Great. I climbed a bunch of statues. I saw the beautiful garden. I'm chaperoning Audie right now. And I come to get you. I just realized I don't know if you're a part of this plan, but would you like to come do something really sneaky with us for just like 5-10 minutes?
And then I think he just gets up and pats the person he was talking to on the shoulder. It's like, well, I'll be back in a bit. I have to go do something apparently quite fun.
She wraps her arm around him too, and then she starts taking off 2 arms. Yeah, 1 arm in each arm. That's exactly what I meant to say. And she just starts taking off back to where Kale is.
Yep. Yep, you've acquired Addie and Elle.
And on the
Le-
way back. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go on. No, do this first.
Okay, I was just gonna say on the way back, she'll ask. She'll be like, "Well, it looks like you're starting to fit in a little bit better and starting to have a better time."
Yes, I mean, it helps that I found a few other weirdos, so we've got all that in common.
That's really good. She'll just smile and keep walking with both in tow until they get to Kale. Okay, I'm done. Sorry.
All right. No, and then I was gonna say, and Lethe is going to go get the rest of them, right? Christian.
She just hunts them down and is like, "Couch with cat, let's go."
All right. Well, yeah, find Gwyn. I think you probably find Sliver unless they're still dancing.
Still dancing. So if Lethe approaches them, Sliver's just gonna stop and like look at Clementine and then look at Lethe and then look at Clementine, then look at Lethe.
Yeah, Lethe's just like on the outskirt. Like she probably stands out just a hair, but she's on like the outskirts of the dance floor, just staring at Sliver.
I think Clementine also kind of stops. Like, is something wrong?
One of my new coworkers. I'll be right back. I'll see you later tonight, though, right? You'll still be here?
I'll be here until sun rises. Yes. Well, I don't know why people say that. Just,
What does that
that
even
makes
mean?
no fucking sense.
What does that even mean?
Anyhow,
Mind blown.
I guess. It's like, what's the equivalent expression they would have? I can't think of anything right now. Maybe something like, "I'll be here. I'll be here until the morning market starts stirring."
Ah, classic Clementine.
And then she's like, "Well, listen, they keep on refilling the wine.
Right? There's not to stay here.
I love it when people are trying to impress." Anyhow, have fun.
All right.
Be back. Come back. Be safe.
Yeah. Take it easy. Sliver like awkwardly storms off.
Yeah. It's a very awkward party.
It's very awkward. It's like Sliver leans in for a kiss and then stops, and then like bumps them with like the long beak because they're still wearing the mask, and it's just like,
Yeah.
oh no, okay.
Yep, and then yeah, she just kind of. It's like she also leans forward and then she leans backwards because she got bonked with the mask. And she's like, "Yep, have a good, be safe." Yeah.
Maybe she gets like poked in the eye and she's like, "Ow!" And Sliver's like, "Oh God, sorry." And then
Yeah.
oh man, sorry.
You passed by Lethe, and Lethe's just staring at this other chick, waving like, "Bye."
Bye.
Walks around.
Kind of awkwardly waves back, like.
Incredible.
She's clearly a little embarrassed, but like. Mostly at her own like uncoolness.
I love it.
As she should be.
But yeah, I think where does Lethe find Gwyn? Just I think Gwyn went to go find the guy first, so I think maybe she probably finds the Heather Golds before Lethe gets to her.
Yes. I mean, I don't want to ruin this plan, but I feel like Gwyn would have just asked them
Yeah.
to
Mhm. I
take
think
her
maybe-
to the auctioneer, right?
Mm-hmm. So then I don't know. Let's see how that goes, and then let's see if Lethe finds Gwyn at all.
I mean, it's also 8.
Oh,
That's true. Would you
I
like to?
thought.
Or how
Yeah.
about this? Maybe Gwyn spots them and makes her way towards them, but Lethe sees her first.
I mean, I'm fine with either. It doesn't really matter.
Because then in that case, if that happens, then we can pick up with all you guys meeting up at the beginning to discuss your plan next week.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have Lethe find Gwyn before Gwyn gets a chance to talk to the Heather Gold, so that we can start with your team meeting next week, because it is in fact 8/11 / whatever time it is for Sean.
3.
2 in the morning.
Morning.
3 in the morning. I was close.
I think
In the
we're all.
afternoon.
I think we have a total of 3 time zones between all of us, right? Like there's the
Yes.
8. There's the group where it's 8. There's the group where it's 11, and there's Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
Eastern, Central, Pacific, and then New Zealand.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got
You
it.
just
Anyhow,
own
yes.
Yeah.
I guess this will roll over into next week, which I honestly expected. So
Yeah.
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 As it, that's a
I mean, I
norm.
knew this wouldn't be done in just in a regular session time.
For one and done.
Lord, not knowing us,
Yeah. That would be too easy.
Getting
Yeah.
things done in one session.
Yeah.
It's
Nah,
so
never.
Never
cute.
happens.
What do you think we are?
Mhm. Don't worry, this time I didn't underestimate you.
Cute.
Plus, I don't
Not
like
yet.
rushing things, so
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah.